Show.
Yep. Ta-da.
I can't hear you until you put your headphones on.
Jeez.
Here's what I hear. There's nothing there. We're already fighting. There's Pat Godwin.
I like you, Christy.
Josh Arnold.
He's on vacay.
Taking a well-earned vacation. There's Ace Cosby.
He's fishing.
And there's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. And we're great. And there's Tom Griswold.
You can go fishing if you want.
Can I leave now?
Sure.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We can handle sports.
All right. Oh. Boy, he's just tapping his foot waiting as I point to Willie, isn't he? He's just waiting for me to keel over.
Waiting in the wings.
Boy,
you got big sporting news here. The Commanders have sold. Can the new owner of the Commanders change their name to something decent?
Hogs would be my choice.
You think so?
Piggies, something like that.
The Washington Piggies. That's already taken by the United States Congress.
Piggies.
Okay.
Nice.
All of them. Well, let's go. Let's be fair.
There you go.
Yeah, Josh is fishing. So occupying the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair today. I think officially it'll be Willie.
Cool.
Just to get the plug.
Well, we should yank somebody else in here. What's Oskar?
How about Oskar? What's he doing?
What about Oskar?
He's working in the other room.
I can get somebody to do
Eddie
that.
can do that.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean is Oskar here?
No, is Eddie?
Eddie's here.
Eddie's here?
Yeah.
Well, I
Of
didn't
course
see him.
he's here.
Things are going to
When
change.
was the last time you saw Eddie anyway?
Day
Ever?
one.
As soon as he figures out who's in charge around here, he's going to make a lot of changes.
I know it.
What kind of car does Eddie drive?
He drives a truck.
Well, no wonder I didn't see his car.
Pick him up truck.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about, are you permanently going to move to the handicap spot?
What's
now?
going on?
I moved my spot.
We're all
You
worried.
moved over.
Is that what you're doing now?
I was just telling him, I said, I was like a week away from starting to park there because I'm old too. But he beat me to it.
There are 4 handicap
Fair and
spots,
square.
and one of them's at the bottom of the ramp. I just brought in 8 or 9 coffees, and it's closer by like 40 feet, so it's just that much less to drop.
That makes sense.
No, you came in and you parked there, though, without coffee.
8
That's
coffees.
because that's closer to the bottom of the ramp, and I need to get down there to get the coffee. And by the way, I'd like to apologize to Starbucks. I ordered 9 items from the wrong store, so they're sitting in a store somewhere.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we got to
The
get
app
you.
doesn't work.
You need a driver. You need an
So,
assistant.
Let me get this straight.
Did you pay for them?
You ordered Starbucks on the app, right? Mm-hmm. And you went to the Starbucks store.
And it was the wrong one.
And you went to the wrong Starbucks store.
No, I went to the right one. When I hit the app, I hit the wrong address, apparently.
That's
And
what
I
you
tried
did
to
the
call
other
him to
day.
cancel, but there's no phone number. So. Right now, if you want to
Which
go to
one is it?
Hazeldale and 121st,
There's
there's
a lot of free
58 bucks
coffee.
worth of coffee and breakfast for you. I'll try to figure out a way to call them so they can throw them away or something. I feel bad. But my fault, I guess.
I've done that, though, the DoorDash. I have this address and my home address, and I'll have stuff delivered here, and I got to get in the car and drive over here and get it, pick it up. And
Yeah, they said this happens constantly.
One time
I
when I
bet.
lived in Colorado, I called in to a Papa John's that I thought was in Colorado.
Yeah,
It was
Sorry, I remember this.
it was a Papa John's in Indiana. They were both on the south side of I-70. And so I go, yeah, we're right south of the highway, just right here next to the mountain.
There you
And he
go.
goes, what mountain? I'm next to Ben Davis. What are you talking about?
Oh, God. There was a famous episode of The Great Show All in the Family, in which Archie got in trouble at the loading dock for shipping what did he ship it to London, England? It was supposed to be London, Ontario. Or something.
Oh.
There's a lot of things, easy mistakes to make here.
that's
So
interesting.
if you're a physician and you're doing an amputation today, make sure it's the proper leg, okay?
Get that Sharpie out.
Let's just get that.
Yeah.
No, that's no joke. When I had
Getting your leg cut off? Yeah,
when I had knee surgery, the physician was a friend of mine.
Of course.
He walked in and did all the protocols.
Right.
What's your name? What do they ask? Your
Your birth date.
birth date, and then they take a Sharpie, and he goes, "Now, which leg are we operating on?" And he drew on it the whole deal, which is fine with me.
I've been to a party, and Thomas walked up to me and said, "Hey, how you doing?" And then almost immediately goes, "Are there any doctors here?"
I
And then he follows that with, I'll take an airline pilot. That's fine.
Yeah,
I need a Z-Pack.
Well, remember last week we had the story about the FBI was doing a practice raid, and instead of raiding the agent undercover, they raided this regular pilot who was just sleeping.
Oh, that's right. I read about that.
And
I
they
was
tortured him. They put him in the shower. They must have gone, damn it, this guy is good. He is not going to crack.
God.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, there was no follow-up on that. He was yeah, you're right. He was an airline pilot.
He's going to get some, he'll get some real good thing.
Well, I already got the continental breakfast, but nothing hot. Just he has to go to the toaster by himself. No, he was at some luxury hotel in Boston, right?
Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Who was the comedian who said they go into a hotel and they don't stay there, but they have the breakfast? Remember this?
Gitchie Guy does that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Gitchie, but somebody else.
Oh no, you traveled with Gitch.
Yeah. He used to do that all the time.
I would imagine.
He's very frugal.
Ace, do you do that here in town? Go over to just get you some breakfast.
No.
Free breakfast?
I'm in your room 219. Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty easy to do.
Well, they never check. If you just show up in your pajamas, they'll think you were staying there.
Walking with confidence.
Yeah.
Scratching your ace.
Well, now coming up in sports, Chick's favorite football team for life.
Our long national
apparently has been sold.
Finally over. He has Mr. Dick Snyder has not accepted the offer, but those who are in the know said he will. So it's
and it made a tidy profit.
Days away. Yeah, he bought him for $800 million in 1999, and he just sold them for $6.05 billion.
Gosh, that's ridiculous.
And how come the tickets are $500 a piece?
Well, they don't sell that many anymore. You know, Washington went from #1 in attendance in the year 2000.
Good last.
And they're 32nd. That's exactly right.
No, well, this guy...
I don't know, Tom. I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know if he's left-handed. I don't know.
Will he bring in a soccer player to kick, much like they did in the field?
An Australian guy to punt. What about that?
We have a great sports story coming out of Holland today.
Okay.
What are those Dutch goofballs?
This is I think could possibly set a trend in sports contracts.
No,
it's such a great story.
It's an awful story. Think about it for a second.
It's about a selfless gent in the world of sports. You know, with all these mega billionaire sports athletes, I just love to see one of them do what this guy did in America. But that's coming up. Now, we talked about Gitchie Guy getting the free breakfast.
Sure.
Just a little bit of Gitch.
Yeah,
do you mind? Here we go.
Comedian Gitchie Guy is here with us, and you just got married. You're living in Nevada now. That's great.
Reno, Nevada. Biggest little city in the world. Yeah, with the dumbest little slogan in the world. I just hate our slogan. I mean, why would you want to brag about how small you are? You know, it's like saying you have the biggest little in the world. I'm just saying, you don't do that. You don't. You live with it and you shut up. That's what you don't take out ads and you don't spread banners over the road. That's what you don't do.
Christy just walked in the room. Hey, Christy, Chick's got a new T-shirt idea. Tell her, Chick. What is it going to say?
Biggest little in the world.
So sorry. Well, here's some more from Gitchie Guy. Now, you were on the road with him for like 6 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, it felt like 2 years.
And wasn't his issue that he couldn't go for more than like 2 hours without stopping to smoke pot?
Yeah, that stopped apparently. But yeah, that is true at that time.
I remember you'd call me going, I'm afraid we're going to get arrested. He never stopped smoking pot. We're in all these places where it's illegal.
Yeah,
did he get clean? He got off the
He doesn't smoke pot anymore, I heard. Yeah, because he has to do the ships and stuff, and you can't really do that.
Got off the reefer.
Did he get clean?
Did he get clean?
Isn't that the terminology?
Did he put down the needle, Patrick? Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he put down the needle.
I don't think you get addicted to pot. I think you can put it down.
You're absolutely cut out to be an undercover police officer.
I've got the lingo down.
You got it down.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, kids. Does anyone have any reefer? I see.
I have a joint rolling machine in my trunk.
I'm hip to what you're talking about.
I've got the jive.
The jive.
Let's see now. A couple things.
Whatever happened to jive turkey? Jive turkey? Remember that was everywhere for a while.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of embarrassing.
Jive turkey?
I don't think that was a real hipster thing from the streets. I think that was something that...
Am I saying that right? Jive turkey?
I think some television writer came up with that.
Yeah, Sanford and Son.
And a great song by the Ohio Players.
Oh,
I like those guys.
where's Jive Talking? I don't remember Jive Turkey.
Ace can take any artist and pick the worst song in their catalog.
It's a fun song.
It's amazing.
Ace?
It is a fun song.
No.
Do you want my
Skin
Ohio
tight.
players? I can do an Ohio players
Skin
imitation.
Tight is the best.
Go
song.
ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
Wow. Thank you. You're welcome.
What
Pretty
song is
good.
that?
All
Can
of
you do
them.
that?
All of them.
Right now, I want to say I had a great night's sleep.
Well, go ahead,
finally,
say it.
because I'm sleeping in my bed again.
Are you moved?
Well, we're kind of camping out at our new house. It's not done, but we've just had it.
Tell them what happened this morning.
What happened?
You thought you were in the.
You got lost getting to work.
Interim
Better
house.
than that.
None of my stuff's there. I got up. It's my first time there. I walked around the corner, tripped on a bench, and ran into the wall, and hit this piece of artwork.
Love it.
I was trying to be quiet. It made a racket like out of a movie.
Did you put a hole in the piece of art? I hope.
I don't
Brand
know.
new.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything.
It was dark. She's gonna wake up real moment of vulnerability.
Then I couldn't get the door to lock. Boom, boom. And then I forgot when you open it up, it has an alarm thing. It was a nightmare.
You couldn't get the door to lock the outside
On the way
door?
out?
On the way out, I finally got it. There's a trick to it, apparently.
You are.
Well, here it comes. Wow.
In your skin tight britches. Send the ditches.
One of the guys in the Ohio Players had this really cool. He had a fro, but it was sort of canted. You know what I'm talking about?
Tilted. That's
Yep.
another is the normal
Yeah.
word for it.
Oh, well, in
I
skiing
didn't even
terms.
get to use it.
And remember this one?
Oh, yeah.
The girl-
got killed.
The girl got stabbed while they were recording this.
Yeah.
That
This
was
is
a
great.
legend.
Say what? Wow. Oh, where was I?
Oh, we
I
were
know.
sleeping.
We're back. Right back.
I was talking about walking into a wall at my own house. Yeah, it's dark in there.
I'm
Jesus.
glad you're in your house, though.
Well, yeah, like I said, I have none of my stuff. I didn't shower. The shower's not done, so I probably stink.
There's got to be one shower in that house that's done.
Look, I'm not going to explore the place.
No, there's a shower on the lower level right next to the gift shop.
Oh, yeah.
Very funny.
I don't know why
These are all great jokes.
I don't know why you don't know where it is.
You can just use the water slide for
I was
now,
in
right?
the basement. I thought there's a sink down there. I turned the water on, and the drain pipe's not there. It just went all over the floor.
Well, it's hooked up to over by the 9-hole golf course. No, they don't have 18 holes. Don't be ridiculous.
Showers in
Hey,
the jungle
guess what we
room.
have to do?
Sleep number bed,
That's
Daddy.
right. I'm back in my sleep. And thanks to the folks at Sleep Number for helping me out. I love my Sleep Number bed. I think I'm on this may be the 20th year for my Sleep Number bed. I'm trying to remember because I moved 50. Yeah, it is. It is. The Sleep Number bed is the best. And it's a simple idea, brilliantly executed. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress furnace.
That's over half.
Thank you. That's very helpful. The point is, either side of the bed has its own setting. You can adjust it at the touch of a button. So it's like having 40 mattresses, but you only have to have the one. If she wants it this way, okay, I'll do it this way. What's your Sleep Number setting?
100.
That's a firm mattress. Christy Lee?
40.
See, that's distinctly different.
Yeah.
But you can both have your setting the way you want it. And Christy, if you change your ways and decide you want to be an 80, bzzzt, there you go.
All I do is hit a
It's
button.
that easy. Partner snoring, Sleep Number has a solution for that, perhaps for you.
Howdy, partner.
With the Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. Ace turned his mic off.
I will not.
Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number so you can be your best for yourself and those that you care about the most. I do love my Sleep Number bed, and right now, get this. This is brand new. Save $600 on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed. The smart bed will help you sleep better because it's going to tell you how you're sleeping and what you can do to adjust it. You'll find that, of course, only at a Sleep Number store. To find the store, sleepnumber.com/BT show. And by the way, there's a very special offer right now with special financing subject to credit approval. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. And the folks that work there are so nice. And thanks again for your help. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming back with more stuff.
And just now, I came the closest I've ever come to sitting on my left testicle.
Oh, boy.
Just
Is that
now.
what you were doing?
I was arranging
Very helpful.
myself.
Fortunately, you have the world's littlest. What is it again? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show. It is Friday. That's right, April the 4th.
like I'm watching The Dating Game.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator. What? He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed The Dating Game, or was
that the Newlywed Game?
The Lonely Boys.
Sounded
No,
like
what
one
was
of
The
them. I
Dating
don't
Game?
know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is The Dating Game.
And here they are. He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Including
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
They love shiny objects.
and he's just now. He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Tom Griswold.
That's where you come around the partition. Okay.
Now this is where you go, bachelor number 1.
Hey, if I
I'm
was held greasy-
Bachelorette number 1.
If I were a bush, what
if I
kind of
drop some
bush
food on the
would I
floor,
be?
how many seconds before you eat it?
To update the public. A geologist working with DeSeta says residents shouldn't panic, but be aware of any new developments. And that's a look at things you may have missed, including sinkholes. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi, just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hot dog Fridays.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on in HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw 2 women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was sleeping with their older brother Joe. I'm sick of feeling bad, but at least my older brother's not my dad. I'm sick of these four walls. And my arms are tired of playing with my dog. I'm sick.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Got a request, Pat.
Oh, boy.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Somehow we'll get through without Josh Arnold
Somehow.
today. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Kick rocks, Arnold. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
remember,
glad he's gone.
when he comes back and he says, how were the shows? What's your response?
They were the best shows we've ever had.
Best shows we ever had.
So much positive email it broke the computer.
Yes, yes. I'm Chick, and that's Tom, and I have an email.
Okay, and so do I. But did you point out that if Josh Arnold were here, he would be sitting in the Steven Singer sidekick chair?
I hate Steven Singer.
He did.
.com. We were talking about T-shirt cannons yesterday and hot dog guns and things like that. This is from Eric in Appleton, Wisconsin. Christy used to want to run a golf tournament there?
Loved Appleton. Yeah,
right?
I miss going up there.
I feel that the exact same way, only the opposite.
Oh, come on.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
Love it.
There was a guy there in Appleton, Wisconsin. This is a true story. He had vision problems, okay?
Right.
Which is fine. But he refused to wear glasses, and he refused to let anybody else drive.
Ooh.
That's right.
Is that your letter?
No.
That's just an observation.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
That was a fun anecdote.
Yeah. If you were paying attention to anything, here's
So what
the
does this
letter.
guy have to do with anything?
Apple hats fit.
and she had very bad cataracts, and she wouldn't let a doctor remove them because she was so nuts.
I don't. Why didn't you buy a Lexus? Thank you.
Oh, is that a Cadillac joke?
Yeah.
This is from Appleton, Wisconsin, the minor league baseball team there, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. They have a Bratzuka.
Ooh.
They launch brats at Brats in the Stands, it says.
Yeah.
I relish every time I get to see it.
Okay. That's where we're going. I gotta catch up with the current letter.
That's from Eric B.
That's
his rap name.
I was just saying that they really should give the Nobel Prize to whoever it is that invented the cannon that shoots out hot dogs. I got a letter here, and then we got to get an instant request out of Pat Gronkowski. Okay. Dear Bob and Tom, writes Sean. Tom often mentions that when you're naming your child, always apply the Supreme Court Justice test.
Correct.
In other words, try to give your child a name that is somewhat distinguished.
Sure.
Don't name them like they're a puppet or a toy.
Or after a body part.
Yeah.
Like Willie and Sam.
Hey, well, I was just sitting here listening.
Sam? Is Sam a body part?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Sammy?
Sam is named after one of my ancestors.
No, if you're out, you meet a girl, you go, hey, baby, you wanna grab onto my Sammy?
Check out my Sammy.
Check the Sammy out.
I got a hammy Sammy.
And she's going to go, security.
He's got bread around him.
Pervert doesn't even know anatomy.
I
talking about my
prefer prevert.
But I've often said, you know what I'm talking about, Christy.
Of course I know what you're talking about. It's hard to name a child.
Maybe someday we'll have a Supreme Court justice named like a stripper.
Portia.
Yeah, or Galaxy or whatever. In fact, I bet a stripper would be a better Supreme Court justice than more than half of the ones we have
Is
now.
there anybody name on their birth certificate? The first name's Destiny.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No.
I bet you there's Destiny, and there's even spelling variants.
Double E?
I would guess. There's double E's, 100%.
I.E. Destiny.
Yeah, guarantee it.
Oh, there's a lot of crazy spellings out there. You don't got enough. Next time you check out of a restaurant, you're going to get a lot of, I'm not kidding.
I'll keep an eye out for him, Tom. I know who you're talking about.
I wanted to get a picture of this. And I think, did you see this person?
What person?
It was at a now defunct grocery store. This woman's name was spelled
I did not see her, but you did.
The last part of it was Tina.
Yeah.
And the first part of it was spelled S-H-I. That was her name.
I've never believed you.
I have witnesses.
Well, she was a shy Tina.
Shy Tina.
I think she pronounced it. I think she pronounced it Shy Tina.
Sounds lovely.
Christy and I are having a lot of fun with Willie. I don't know what you're doing over there.
If it's her name, can you say Shatina?
Yeah,
I think you can.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's her name.
I
Hey, Shatina, you want to come over here and grab this Sammy?
It's a true story.
Grab my Sammy, Shatina.
She worked at the now
I
defunct
know what
grocery
you're
store
talking about, yeah.
at the big intersection.
Right.
Okay. So here we go. Back to my letter. Tom often mentions when you name your child, always do the Supreme Court Justice test. I am the election blah, blah, blah in Wisconsin. We had our Supreme Court Justice race last week. Sometimes we get write-ins. We find them rather annoying because it's extra work. We did have a write-in last week for the Supreme Court seat.
Yeah?
It was Dick Mango.
No way.
It made my 12-hour shift worth it. Thank you, Sean.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that we got Dick Mango backstage? There was some poster for the Dick Mango trio. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's where we got it.
Yeah, the name Dick Mango.
So there must be a Dick Mango. What am I saying?
Well, there is the Dick Mango, and then there's the Dick Mango.
Many other Dick
Now,
Mango.
Pat, we have a request.
Your next kid, you have to name it Richard Mango Griswold.
Should be any day.
If I have
Should
one
be
more,
any day. You're right.
Any day.
if I have one more, I won't see that one graduate. My goal right now, I'm trying to get to the high school graduation of one of them.
Is that right?
The last one.
Well, good luck with that.
No.
You'll be fine. Would you stop?
This is so sad.
You look at
Forever.
any legitimate insurance actuary table, we should all be dead, okay?
Speak for yourself.
Except maybe Willie. Willie could handle it.
No, dude, I'm lucky I made it out, man. Probably fourth. Oof.
But that's got to be a fun office.
I know.
Bunch of actuaries sitting around. Hey, Phil, I just looked at my watch. You got about 6 days.
Are you going to call that guy back? Nah, he'll be dead in a week.
Oh, I know. I got the
Like,
numbers.
what do they do? I don't even understand.
It's like betting. It's like they set they bet you won't die or
See,
Do they work for an insurance company?
Yeah,
Is
life
that what
insurance
they do?
company goes, okay, we can insure these 1,000 people at
So
this age,
you
and we
come
know.
into work and you get 1,000 pieces of paper on your desk.
Well, I'm sure it's more complicated.
Is there? Can you like short that? Can I short home fires in a certain county for the next year?
Yes, you can.
I can.
Yep.
I got to figure out how to get on these weird betting markets.
And actuaries make good money.
Yeah, they do.
And can't you take an insurance policy out on anybody?
I don't think so.
Like I could take an insurance policy out on Willie?
Oh, that'd be fun.
And it'd be a shame if something happened to him.
There is something
What
called.
the hell are you doing to me this
I
morning,
think you
man?
might be able to take one out on Tom because he's your employer.
It's very difficult.
Can I take one out on Christy?
It's called
Quick
Key
little
Man
insurance
Insurance, and it's
policy.
pretty tricky.
Oh,
In any
you love
event,
me,
Pat,
I know.
Yes.
we had a news story earlier this week as we attempt to get something resembling a sportscast going. Rob Gronkowski, who...
Nope, not going to do it. Dear Tom, I'm a teacher, and I currently have a student named Destiny.
Nice.
There you
That's
go.
from Chris Minke.
I told you
morning,
this
Chris.
story before.
Tell me again.
I know someone who happens to be. They were born in an Asian country during a rather serious conflict, and
So we got what? Vietnam or Korea, probably.
Yeah.
If you would just speak plainly, it's far less than what you're making up.
this is a true story. And I got to be careful. They named their kid one of the things we were just talking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I
Mercedes?
You're close.
You're close. The point is, the
hatchback?
I like to give
Pinto.
it. I think maybe my Supreme Court justice test is probably a little too old white manny. Anyway,
Yeah, and also I would just do the bully test. If you're a 7th grade bully, can you do anything? Clarence, I'll make fun of you all day if your name is Clarence. Get out of here.
I had an uncle named Clarence.
Exactly. It's a weird old guy name. You got to do...
You could be a Clarence.
I don't want to do that. But I'm just saying, I don't read about any of this stuff. I don't know what's going on, but I'm saying that's a weird, nerdy old guy name. Get rid of that kind of name.
Well, there's that great actor, Clancy
Brown.
Clancy Brown.
He's in everything. He was in The Green Mile or Shawshank.
No, he was in Shawshank.
And he is Miss Krabby Patty's voiceover. He's on SpongeBob.
He's in a bunch of video games. In any event, The story about Gronk is he is retiring for sure. He's done. And you did a song about him, and I think it received, shall we say, a tepid response.
It died.
And I blame us.
No.
You blame the audience.
No, you
Yes.
have to blame the driver.
Why do you blame us?
Just because I don't think we were enthusiastic enough, and I don't think maybe Pat.
You know
didn't
what?
make it
You know
clear.
what'll help? Right before he plays it, you pointed out that we weren't very enthusiastic.
So everybody listen this time.
Ace, I'll talk to you. It's a sing-along, and it's to the tune of SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've heard it.
Okay. Ace.
I believe
we were all here.
Ace started the lukewarm attitude.
I'm not talking to Ace anymore. Does he understand the idea of a rhetorical question?
I don't think he does.
I'm not really
Is that
asking
the one with
you.
HDMI in it?
No.
Oh, I'd like to hear that one. That's
a great
good
song.
one. Yeah.
That's terrific. But
We talked about cables for an hour.
Gronkowski thing's a real dumb.
I know, that's terrible.
Could we?
I don't want to do it.
I want you to try it and see if we can give it the proper enthusiasm.
All right.
Are you ready, sports fans? I can't hear. I do hear you, but I don't want to hear you.
Aye, Captain.
Oh, retired from football and loves CBD. Rob Gronkowski. Who wrestled for WWE. Rob Gronkowski. He won't play football in the fall. Rob Gronkowski. Maybe he and Tom Brady will play pickleball. Rob Gronkowski. Oh, Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski.
HDMI.
Well, I was in the right key that time, at least.
That was fun. I do. Your HDMI. What is it? HTDMI.
It's called Road Trip with My Son.
The famous
We're gonna
cable.
record
I love that song.
You know, when the kids just want to see the pool.
Yeah,
It's a great song. Okay,
Is it hot in here or am I having a hot flash?
You're having a hot.
You're having a hot.
My
It's a
God.
little hot. I'm only doing the T-shirt today, and I'm a little hot.
Wow.
Yes, so let's move forward.
Sun's out, guns
What
out.
else is happening in sports?
Huh? Oh, we have another Destiny. I've been a middle school teacher for 10 years. This is from Alex, and I've taught at least 4 Destinies. It's a pretty common name among girls born after the year 2000, he says.
Yeah, names come in waves.
There you
Sure.
It used to be American soap operas. That's where you got 10,000 Jennifers per state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what was Jennifer was from Summer of 42, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer O'Neill.
Is this true? Miley Cyrus's real name's Destiny?
I don't know. Is
I
that
have no
true?
idea.
That sounds on brand. Though,
Super
for that.
talented.
Let me look it up.
Well,
What is that?
let's
The Climb? I love Miley Cyrus. The Climb. It's about climbing.
Flowers, great song.
Flowers is really good.
My wife is a teacher. She has a female student named ABCDE.
Oh, this is an urban legend.
They pronounce it Abcd.
I think that's an urban legend.
No, female.
Miley Ray Cyrus's original name, Destiny Hope Cyrus.
Son of a gun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good move.
No, the female and pronounced Famali is an urban legend.
Lemon Jello, Orange Jello.
Lemon Jello, Orange Jello, Lemangelo, Orangelo.
From Freakonomics, the book had that, yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, it was real.
Okay, well.
Wait a minute. Pat told you it was real.
Yeah,
Okay.
remember, it's me telling you.
Come on.
Okay.
Names are funny.
Okay, well, the point is...
Richard Mango Griswold. You got to do it.
Dick Mango. Okay, well, now we have coming up in sports.
More sports coming up, including there's a new helmet in the NFL. It could be really a step in the right direction. The Tampa Bay Rays keep rolling right along, and the Commanders are being sold, and they're going to change their name to the Riflemen. The Washington Riflemen.
I don't think so. Now, I want to remind you that had you been listening to this show with your Raycon earbuds,
the proper
that
way.
last song would have sounded so good. Thank you, Pat. That was really well done. And we'll get that other song that I like so much. It has HDMI in it. But tell me more about the Raycon earbuds, Chick.
Raycon's wireless earbuds, and their mission is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg and another arm for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. With Raycon, you get a pair and a spare and still pay much less than you would some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that in this economy, every purchase needs to be perfect, and Raycon fills that bill. They offer buy now, pay later options, easy and free return guarantee, free domestic shipping, flat fee international shipping, and they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even told you yet about the 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant. Use them working out. Give me 5 more. Buy Raycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's right. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. One more time. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Also, coming up, we got beehives in the news, the hairdo or the buzzing kind. I'm not going to tell you. And our friends at Omaha Steaks have something coming up in which you could get hamburgers free for life.
How cool would that be?
And we're going to tell you how you can be part of that from Omaha Steaks. That's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
We're talking with comedians Mark Klein and Nick Griffin. Nick, anything new in your life?
Well, no. I mean, I'm just out there, trying to make it work. I think you got to try to enjoy yourself. Obviously, I'm a positive guy, very optimistic.
I've noticed that. That's what I like about you.
Yes, I feel
Is this your New Year's resolution?
Yeah, I feel like
2010's your year.
No, I need to be more realistic, and I feel like you got to enjoy yourself in the moment because in an hour, a day, a week, it's all going to suck again. Because that's life, right? Good, sucky, 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 sucky.
You say that in Japan, and you're going to have a great time.
It's true. It's just hard adjusting to the sucky part of life because when you first get to Earth, everything's sweet. When you're a baby, everyone's kissing your ass, hugging you, feeding you, and then boom, acne, erections, calculus.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Greg Warren of The Warren Report. You can hear him on Mondays, including this upcoming Monday. After you enjoy your weekend, Greg Warren will be back with another edition of The Warren Report. This past Monday, the topic was snakes. Previous topics have included pizza and donuts, so you never know what you're going to get out of Greg Warren, but you're going to get some laughs. And speaking of laughs, Greg Warren next Wednesday, the New York Comedy Club in New York City, Wednesday, April 19th, and next weekend, April 21st and Saturday, April 22nd, the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio is where you'll find that man, Greg Warren. Find out more about him at gregwarrencomedy.com. You're listening to The Bob and Tom Show. Jeff Oskey on the way, as well as Jessica Alsman and Alli Breen on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The White House has announced a star-studded slate of members for the President's Committee on the Arts and the Humanities, a panel of artists, museum professionals, academics, and philanthropists that serve as an advisory to President Joe Biden on culture issues. The group will be co-chaired by Bruce Cohen, an Academy Award-winning producer known for films like American Beauty and Silver Linings Playbook, also Grammy Award winner Lady Gaga, and actors George Clooney and Jennifer Garner. A rapid spring snowmelt after an unusually wet winter is unleashing flooding from the Southwest to the Rockies, causing residents there and in the upper Midwest to evacuate, stock up on sandbags amid surging creeks and rivers. In New Mexico, emergency crews rescued people from at least 2 vehicles from high water Thursday night in Jimenez Pueblo, north of Albuquerque. In Flagstaff, neighbors on one street had been working side by side since Tuesday to stave off floodwaters from their homes. And a Hawaii surfer credits his faith in God for surviving an Easter shark attack. Mike Morita said from his hospital bed he's at peace with losing his right foot to Sunday's shark attack at his regular Honolulu surfing spot known as Koalos on the south shore of the island of Oahu. Morita credits the bravery of his surfing friends who came to his aid and used their board leashes to fashion a tourniquet. Morita has been surfing since childhood and believes he'll surf again. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Arnold has a big pothole. Might cause the whole street to crack. He's got some asphalt and shovels and told us, I'll be back. Good God, he fixed the pothole on Neglected Avenue. He's the Terminator. He fixed the pothole on Neglected Avenue. I'll be back, me see you later.
Arnold!
I love that.
I'm glad we did. Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
In the studio with us, comedian Mike McRae. I understand you're a big Indiana Jones guy. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite movie series ever, man. And those movies are always like, when I went to college, I would watch those all the time. I'd be like that would be the professor to have for any kind of class. Because he just, every semester, he just, takes off for 3 or 4 weeks to save the world or find some Inca staff in Peru or something, Like he walks into the first day. All right, class, my name's Dr. Indiana Jones. I'll be your professor for Archaeology 101. His dad busts in the door. Junior! Dad, I'm teaching class here. Junior, there's no time. The Rommel Zombie's about to uncover the Sword of Destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung. The legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. Perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hey, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Josh Arnold on vacay. He would normally be sitting at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
In the Go Bananas t-shirt, those of you playing the home game, April 14th. He's wearing the Go Bananas t-shirt.
It's been out of rotation.
People bet on what day he'll... Never mind. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We've got a lot to get to today. We mentioned comedian Gitchie Guy.
We did.
Earlier, Pat toured with Geach. Now he's on the boats?
Yeah.
Okay. Very funny guy.
Very funny.
I've always liked him. And I thought we'd
all right, sir.
Feature a little something else.
More. Okay.
A little something else from Geach. Here we go. Joining us in the studio, it's Gitchie Guy. Geach. Well, obviously, you're a comedian traveling all over the world. Any interesting places you've been lately? Been out of states at all?
Yeah, well, I'm Hawaii, but that's not really out of the states.
No, it isn't.
Okay, but it's kind of cool.
Sure.
The language is weird. Aloha means hello and goodbye. Do you know that?
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? Good thing the Beatles weren't Hawaiian. It'd be like, I say aloha, and you say aloha. Aloha, 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 aloha. Aloha, 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 aloha. Aloha, aloha.
Kind of takes the magic of the song away.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit. We rented a car. We had to put down cash because I don't have a credit card. I don't believe in credit cards.
You don't?
Well, I would if I could get one. But, I mean, nitpick, what's the point in leaving something you can't get? So that's kind of the way I look at it. And the bathrooms are weird over there because they don't say men and women on them. They don't even have, like, the skirt lady and trouser guy, the little pictures. They just say, like, Connie and Wahine. And I didn't know what that meant. I went into, went in the wrong one, actually. And I didn't, I was trying to use my own logic. I'm going, I know a woman named Connie, and I have a wahine. So it's like, well, I'm big wahine. I'm hung like a globetrotter. But, we can get into that later. My wahine is so long it has an intermission. That's about like people smoke cigarettes and talk about the first half, middle of my wahine. But Hawaii is very, very, very fun. I had a good time there. We went snorkeling. We went diving. You dive, right? What you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
We saw these big old fish swimming around. No big deal now that I think about it. That's what they do. They just swim around. They're not doing anything special. If they were skiing or something, I could see, a couple extra bucks. They were just swimming. And we saw the Captain Cook Memorial, Captain Cook Monument. You know who that was? He's the guy that discovered Hawaii.
Sure.
Well, he discovered that there were people already there, but he was the first European, and then they killed him. But, it was a long story. They thought he was a god and all this stuff. And then there was another monument down the beach a little ways, the Captain Crunch Monument, just a little lesser known. That's where he discovered the crunchberry. And,
is that right?
He was killed, too, by the same people that killed Captain Cook.
I didn't know that.
Serial killers.
Oh, boy.
Crank you right in there.
Gitchie Guy. A little treat. Thanks, Geach. You can see him on the ship one of these days.
This email starts out, Dear Chick, I hate to agree with Tom, but there was an employee of a big box store here in St. Louis, and the name tag read Shatina. Evidently, there are two mothers that would do that to their daughter. The one that Tom saw and the one that, what's this guy's name? Oh, it's a lady, Debbie.
Maybe it was pronounced Shy Tina. All I know is I was somewhat taken aback.
Shy.
Which they could maybe consider changing it. I don't know, to like.
Maybe.
Crappy-oka, something. Trudette.
This is from Chris. Evidently, Abode, A-B-O-D-E, is a name, not an urban legend. My dad's girlfriend has a granddaughter named Abode.
Abode.
Maybe they call her Abby or something.
Spelled
A-B-O-D-E.
Isn't that Spanish for home?
Yeah.
Adobe.
Okay.
Abode.
But it's not A-B-C-D-E-F-G.
Oh, you're right, Adobe. You're right. What am I thinking?
Okay. Now, we have a couple things to get to.
This is for Christy. Been a loyal listener of the show and a proud member of the Morning Breath Club. Ha! Christy, I'm upset at you.
Now what have I done?
You've been back for almost a week, and you haven't put any pictures up of the Chinese baby you tried to adopt.
Oh, sorry.
And also, you haven't been asked the most important question, and that is, what is Andy's sleep number setting?
100.
My guess is he sleeps on Christy Lee.
Oh, wow.
Well,
you don't have to read all of them.
He lays on
just
top
because he
of
hands it.
His sleep number setting is 100.
She's mentioned that before.
So are the dogs. They like that side of the bed better.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
The cats all like Christy's side.
I don't have cats. And they're not on the bed if Andy's there. So there you go.
Answer the question. Did you or did you not have a dog or a cat or both that would chew the crotch out of your panties?
I had a dog who would chew my, but he wouldn't chew the crotch out.
I thought you said, yeah, right.
She would just
that area,
eat them.
the whole
panties. Thing,
the whole panties.
Yeah.
Well, did she eat the crotch part first? I mean,
I don't know. I wasn't there when she did it, or I would have stopped her.
That's the traditional way.
Poor Ruby.
Right, Pat?
Yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Yeah. That's where you start.
Poor Pat. Pat has become the Tommy Newsom of this show. He's just sitting over there innocently.
Slam.
All of a sudden.
It's okay. You don't have to say poor Pat. You don't have to say, man, you're doing an amazing job. You tear everybody else down. I insist you start picking on Pat.
Who's Tommy Newsom?
Yeah.
Tommy Newsom.
I barely know who it is.
Oh, God. On the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
He filled in for Doc Severance.
He was a very fine musician. But
when Doc would go to Vegas.
When Doc wasn't there, and Tommy Newsom was sort of, he was in his own way hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Pat, that's his role.
Okay.
Tom, will you answer a question if I ask it in a civil way?
Yes.
Have you ever taken off a woman's panties with your teeth?
First of all, a gentleman would never discuss those things, and secondly, no.
No, you have not.
No.
Willie, have you?
And I've never opened a beer with my teeth either.
Well, that's
different.
Entirely different.
I don't think so. Might have biting a bra or something.
Christy, have you ever taken off a guy's underwear with your teeth?
Sorry to disappoint.
Godwin, you had to.
Yeah, probably last night.
What was the guy's name?
A guy? Well, was a lucky fella.
That's what Tom said. I didn't agree with this.
These are the classics.
Contextually, the
Yeah.
way. I'm sorry. Could we move on?
Coming up in sports, Commanders have a new owner. Fingers crossed. I hope that doesn't go south. Tampa Bay Rays keep rolling right along. They're going to have a special helmet for quarterbacks in the NFL. Good idea? Yeah, I think so. And the pitch clock is causing more problems in Major League Baseball. But I've come, where is it, 180? 360? No, 360, you're saying
360, you'd be in the same place.
180 on the pitch clock, I like it now.
Oh.
All right.
So you all can enjoy baseball now because I'm okay with it.
And we have another little bit of geech we're going to get for you from Gitchie Guy.
Really?
And got a letter from a corrections officer who said, "Dear gentleman and Christy, as a corrections deputy, I can assure you I met a woman whose name was Vagina."
No.
Are you kidding me?
It's right there in black and white.
That's ridiculous.
This letter comes from a corrections officer named Lori. Thank you, Lori.
She was very
Thank you, Lori. Thank you for your service. That's a hard job.
Yeah, we'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Today we're going to do a cover, the only cover that we do.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The entire program, but we'd like to play something for you dedicated to something's been in the news this past week.
All right. Look forward to it.
I think everybody's been surprised about it, and this is a song that explains how I feel about it.
Okay.
They're both ashamed of what they did. At least that's what the paper said. They walk all day because they're always on the prowl. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. They're both pros at what they do, and both require special shoes. Of each of their heads going down in the caddy. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse.
Doing him horse.
Neither of them's made a peep, and fire hydrants don't come cheap. Be careful when you're out there chasing tail. You could wreck your truck and cut your head, but the number one lesson ever said, no matter what you do, don't leave voicemail. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him, and the odds are pretty slim that you won't see him with any more horse.
Yay!
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Mark Allison, and coming up, Alli Breen is going to be zooming her way in. Will she be in New York City, Florida, Georgia? We don't know, but we know that she is going to be here. A special Friday edition of Sexy Time, along with Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast, but that's still a little ways down the road. Yesterday, we got about 3 hours of Chick McGee Sports. Will we do it again today? Well, we appear to be on track. Coming up next, more sports from Chick McGee, or is he done? Well, we'll figure it out when we come back. Stay tuned. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Two people with knowledge of the situation tells reporters that a group led by Josh Harris and Mitchell Rales and Magic Johnson has an agreement in place to buy the Washington Commanders from longtime owner Daniel Snyder. Harris and Rales are set to pay $6.05 billion for the franchise. It's the most money a professional sports franchise in North America has ever been sold for. Major League Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays keep rolling right along. Record of 13 consecutive win at a season start, rallying to beat the Red Sox 9-3 behind a 7-run fifth inning that Harold Ramirez began and capped with doubles. Other winners in the American League, Baltimore, Minnesota, and Detroit. National League winners, the Reds, Pittsburgh, and Milwaukee. NHL winners last night in regulation, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Boston, Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton, the Kings, and Vegas. And in overtime, your winners, Columbus, Buffalo, New Jersey, Nashville, Philadelphia, and Vancouver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Brand new feature, Biff Whiskey, Frontier Lifeguard. As told by Arnie Whiskey, Frontier Golfer.
I should have known.
Well, you know, I was a man about town, and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, you know, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim?" Well, Biff says, "Come here, young fella." He goes, "Now, here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just kind of lean over and softly kiss her on the neck." The young fella says, "Wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister." He goes, "In that case, just push her in the deep end."
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 in the morning to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul, and I was like, all right, I'll go. And so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people. And mostly gay men, and I'm sitting there by the record machine, and the ugliest guys there hit on me. I mean, ugly pimples, fat guys. I'm like, you know what?
Gay people drink too. You were a 2 in the morning pull, man.
Man, he looks good.
Just the fact that you went, okay, I'll go.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. News desk, it's Christy Lee.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's the sidekick chair, brought to you by I Hate Steven Singer. Josh Arnold is with his brothers somewhere, probably garaging. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Could you imagine just being a regular dad and catching 2 men in their 40s stealing beer from your garage? Run!
What are you guys doing out there?
Seeing their bald spots as they scatter away?
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Once again, garaging was what a young Josh Arnold would do with his buddies.
Drive around, look for a garage door
open, and go steal the beer out of the fridge. It's lucky they didn't get shot.
Yeah.
Dear Crazies, this said, I had a husky a while back that would eat my panties.
Oh, cool.
This was brought to my attention when my mother had the dog at her now ex-boyfriend's parents' house, and the dog got sick and expelled 2 pair of panties.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, I know it's a little bit convoluted there, but my mom had the dog at her ex-boyfriend's parents' house.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if your dog eats a lot of cloth, you want to
Yeah, you don't want. But
pour
it's not a
hydrogen
good thing.
peroxide down the dog's
Yeah.
throat and make it vomit it up before it gets stuck in there.
And this lady is named Leah, and yes, she's from Pennsylvania, the birthplace of Donnie Iris, and she's named after the song.
Well, that's a great name.
That is a good name.
This is a horrible one.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda, and I worked in a school system. I noticed a name tag for a poor child at the time named Dildora. Dildora.
You know, what can you say?
Sloppy parent.
Dildora.
If I were Dora, I would change to Dora for sure.
Dildora.
Dildora.
Really? God, that's
Dildora, the XX Explorer.
Yeah.
or would she be the fourth witch on the?
Andorra.
yeah.
Dildora. Or is it pronounced Dildora?
Dildora?
Dildery, Dildora, Dildery.
Poor thing.
Yeah, we're talking about unfortunate names, but we've got a lot of other things to get to this morning. Speaking of unfortunate names, Christy Lee, I had mentioned this woman on the air before because she was a friend of my sister Jan. My sister is a fashion model and lives in Europe, but this woman was her friend.
Yeah, this lady was her friend. British fashion designer.
Christy has verified it, Tom. Go ahead.
British fashion designer Mary Quant has died at the age of 93.
Mary Quant?
I believe it's pronounced Quant.
No, it's Quant.
Quant, the style icon, epitomized the swinging 60s. She
Her
died
husband,
peacefully at her home in
the
Surrey.
distinguished
Basil
Sir Harry Quant.
Mary and Harry, huh?
Oh, Mary and Harry.
Harry Quant.
Mary Quant helped popularize the miniskirt.
Harry Quant got less popular in the last decade.
Did you invite the Quants? I'm sorry, is it Quant?
Quant.
There's an N in it?
Q-U-A-N-T, yeah.
Oh, all right. Quant.
Mary Quant famously, and I am not making this up, Mary Quant famously in the 70s shaved her pubic region into a heart and made a big deal on it, but I'm completely serious.
That's not in her obit. I'm surprised.
Family decided to.
You would think.
Times change.
She's survived by her heart-shaped pubes.
Yes.
Again, she's a friend of my sister's, and Janny,
if you're listening, I'm
Janny
sorry.
thought that was hilarious.
When's the last time Jan saw? I bet it's been decades. You make it sound like they play cards every week.
She saw Mary's Quant. I can call her. She's probably listening.
Although that's fashion models, they're all just a kiss away from delaying the fashion show, and they're back there making out. You know they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We were featuring a special guest today, Gitchie Guy, and I thought we'd feature one more from Gitch.
Did he pay you?
Pardon me?
Did he pay you or something? Why is it Gitchie Day today?
Just a little short, little something. Here we go.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, and with us in the studio, he is comedian Gitchie Guy. Gitch, you're known for the quick joke. You got one for us?
Okay, a bar owner goes up to the bartender and he says, "Hey, have you been sleeping with the waitress?" And he says, "No." And he says, "Good. You fire her."
That's a classic joke there, easy. Just a quick one. We have...
We'll get to real sports here in a moment, but first, a man pretending to be a devout Muslim woman wearing a full hijab, covered from head to toe, just see their eyes. He was tossed out of a chess tournament in Nairobi, Kenya, after succeeding in making to the final round. The man entered the Kenyan Open Chess Championship in Nairobi under the name Millicent Anwar and played throughout the early stages, beating one woman after another.
Was this supposed to be a ladies-only event?
This was the ladies' division. The prize for winning the women's tournament, $42,000.
And a mustache waxing.
A payday that attracted 450 players from 22 African federations. During the matches, the player tore through the female opponents. This doesn't sound like it would be like a male-dominated...
Yeah, there's no advantage.
Yeah, there's no advantage being a guy.
Well, your boobs could get in the way if you're trying to move the pieces.
That's true. And, of course, if you're a girl, you're probably crying during the match and stuff like that, and taking everything.
Really?
sensitive. The tournament staff was reported as being averse to challenging the player for fear of finding out he was a woman, which would have set them up for accusations of religious discrimination.
Yep.
Because of the burqa thing. But after taking him behind closed doors, he admitted he was a male college student and just needed the $42,000. So there you
so
go.
it's kind of a sort of a sad ending in a way.
Very, very sad. Yeah.
This guy's just trying to make a living.
Penniless.
Okay.
And speaking of sad people, Dan Snyder evidently is going to sell the Washington Commanders. Two people with knowledge of the situation. A group led by Josh Harris and Mitchell Rales. Christy, look up Josh Harris. Find out how he made his money.
Josh Harris.
Mitchell Rales is medical equipment, I guess. And also Magic Johnson is a part of this group.
He's an American private equity investor and philanthropist. He grew up in the Washington metropolitan area, so.
So he's a fan.
They have an agreement in principle to buy the Commanders from longtime owner Dan Snyder. Oh, I'm sorry. Dan Snyder.
He also headed the group that bought the Sixers in 2011.
Yeah, and he also owns the Red Wings, I think. Isn't that what you said, Tom? Red Wings. It's the most money a professional sports franchise in North America has ever been solded for. Did I say solded? Just over $6 billion. That tops the $4.65 billion paid by Walmart heir Rob Walton's group for the Denver Broncos last year. It's pending approval, the Commander's sale, pending approval, of course, from the league's owners. So there you go.
Okay.
Our long national nightmare's finally over. And the Tampa Bay Rays tied Major League Baseball's post-1900 record of 13 consecutive wins. At the season start, they beat the Red Sox 9-3 last night behind a 7-run fifth inning. Harold Ramirez began and capped with doubles. Now, you're probably wondering who had the record before the Rays.
Who had the record before the Rays, Chick?
After finishing off the Red Sox on Thursday afternoon, the red-hot Tampa Bay Rays, now 13-0 to start the season. That's tied for the longest win streak to start a year since the 82 Braves and 87 Brewers. But the record for starting a season, consecutive wins, is 20-0.
Ooh.
That belongs to the St. Louis Maroons.
The Maroons.
In 1884. And a couple of players on the team, Buttercup Dickerson and Sleeper Sullivan.
Yeah.
Those are nicknames.
Yeah, they were in a lesser league, but they have been
acknowledged by Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
That's exactly
there's
right.
some cool photographs of these guys.
Really?
Yeah. Classic old.
Well, yeah, they would be.
The Maroons were indeed a fine baseball club, easily outdistancing the second-place finisher in the Union Association by 35.5 games. The second place was the, Cincinnati Outlaw Reds were 69-36.
What a great name.
Cincinnati Outlaws, Outlaw Reds. They had the Washington Nationals in this division.
Hey,
1877?
No,
84, it said?
1884.
84,
So
sorry.
this thing with Dan Snyder selling the Washington Commanders, when he sells the team, does it come with a quarterback? Or do they?
Here's hoping. I got a feeling they have the quarterback already. They're kind of being mum about it.
And he bought it, in like 99?
For $700 million. 800 million.
And now it's $6 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Nice job.
Quite a return on your investment.
It's like Pawn Stars level of profit.
Yeah.
We have coming up, Christy Lee at the news desk, also a special edition of Sexy Time with Alli Breen, a special Friday edition. We're certainly looking forward to that. Plus, we have weird cottage cheese news, even odder news about...
Otter news? Like otters?
No, not like otters.
You know, otters, when they're floating, they hold hands.
They're so cute.
Otters, biologically, have the cutest bellies in the animal kingdom.
They mate for life, otters do. Did you know that?
Omaha Steaks
Plus,
has
they're good eating.
Omaha Steaks has, speaking of good eating, has a contest up and running, and you could win hamburgers for life. I'll tell you about that coming up. Right now, I want to remind you, speaking of great food, HelloFresh is shaking things up. not just in your taste buds. They've got a whole new program right now, and they want you to give it a shot, so they've got a great offer where you can save 50%. I'm going to tell you about the deal in just a second. But HelloFresh, I'll tell you quickly how it works. The box arrives, fresh ingredients already measured, ready to go with the recipe cards. You put it together sometimes in 10 minutes or less. The details are all included on the cards. Willie, for example, has some of the more recent cards over there. What do you got?
Check out the Southwest Beef Cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 simple steps. In just over a half hour, you are enjoying this delicious, hearty, and colorful pasta dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
And it's not just for dinner. HelloFresh has you covered for every mealtime occasion, including snacks and super easy lunches. And again, they do the grocery shopping, check. They do the measuring, check. You put it together. So these are truly foolproof recipes where the ingredients are right there. You don't have to drive around with that big cart in the grocery store for 30 minutes trying to find the right kind of tomatoes. They're already there, and they are fresh. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste, too, by about 23% compared to grocery shopping. It's also good for your wallet. Get the details. See what I'm talking about. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. That's 50% off. Plus, your first box ships for free with the code BTShow50. Give it a try. BTShow50 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. More than 40 recipes to choose from every week, including those new fast and fresh options that are ready in 15 minutes or less. Thank you, HelloFresh. We're coming right back. Oh, here's something really odd in the news.
What?
Would you want a Bloody Mary that had real blood in it?
No.
Yeah, we'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I hope you had a chance to catch Bobcat Goldthwait. He was on the show yesterday.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chickster, anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
Oh. I was going to say finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
This is from,
maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
What it really
says,
I
love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
You took a perfectly good strike.
There's no grinding.
Grinding?
A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says, I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Or maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife. This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality.
What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you.
Injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hammett there.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's an old Eskimo trick of how to catch a polar bear. Now, what you do is you go cut a hole in the ice, right? And then you take little peas and you place them strategically 4 inches apart all the way around the hole, right? And a polar bear will crawl up and he'll look at it, and very much curiosity is what is going on there. Now, when he bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
And the announcer for the Super Friends, dead on too, by the way. I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah, he was the guy who was after Ted Knight. Ted Knight did the original ones.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, Jackie and Sarah and Monroe, get ready. Aquaman, I want you on the golf course in 5 minutes. Chop, chop.
Hey, Superman, you're going to free bowl of super that hat or what? Talk to the judge.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey there, Chick.
Josh Arnold on vacation. He would normally be seated at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And we'll get to some of this stuff coming up, but we have unusual news. We have a world record or two on the way, and I am kind of sad to report one of our world records mentions the dethroning of one of our favorite world record holders.
Oh, no.
Declan.
Oh, no.
Our friend from England.
Easy.
Okay, just
Don't
giving
give
the
it away
teaser.
yet.
Okay. That's coming up.
This from the NFL. The first quarterback-specific helmet designed to help reduce concussions has been approved for use by the NFL and the Players Association. The helmet, manufactured by a company called VICIS, reduces severity of helmet-to-ground impacts. Also, when the helmet knows when it's been concussed, there's a giant red light on the top of it that goes off, and then it spins around and and they know to come and pick up the quarterback.
Really?
And take him to the side.
Okay.
The helmet performed 7% better than the most popular helmet worn by quarterbacks last season. And I don't know what it looks like, but they wear the practice helmets with a sleeve, for lack of a better term, that fit over the helmets.
Yeah.
They're supposed to make those even safer, I guess. More
Look like little squares on it.
Yeah, it looks like they're
padding.
Yeah.
Oh.
It kind of looks like I think it's probably the equivalent of those things you see on the highway where they'll have like the special.
Oh, the water filled with water.
Water barrel. In other words,
yeah.
It's a break. Who knows? But yeah, whatever they can do, that's got to be first
Absolutely.
priority for the NFL.
So if it's better for the quarterbacks, why not make it better for all the players?
That was my question.
Yeah.
Because quarterbacks are more likely to get hit in a certain way that this helmet specifically helps with.
Yeah. And once again, it does light up on top.
Okay. All right.
Red safety
I heard it's
light.
Bluetooth. You can listen to your music in there.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool? Listen to Eye of the Tiger.
Oh, that'll get you pumped up.
Tainted love. Oh, complete. Yeah.
4th and 10.
Do you think if they were...
Tainted love.
I mean, a lot of the athletes practice with headphones on.
Sure.
Do you think if they were allowed to during a game?
No, I think you have to have your head in the game, not
just saying.
Listening to AC/DC or
Well,
something.
you don't know. Maybe it jacks them up. Maybe,
They're playing
psychs
music in
them
the
up.
stadium.
Yeah, but... Okay.
I have not been to an NFL stadium in years. I would have, but the last time I went, it was music heavy, so I can't imagine what it's like now. Didn't you call it like a dance club or something?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
During actual plays?
Yeah, but not during actual plays. They don't play music.
Nope.
Well, yet.
But the actual plays take up 2% of your experience. There's a lot of sitting around.
Gosh, you don't like football. You don't like football. Just don't go to the games. Just go read a book. Read Hemingway. Just do something and keep your mouth shut.
In the room, they come and go, or whatever the hell you're quoting this month.
It's an experience. It's fun.
I'm not complaining about it. I enjoy it. I go to lots of games.
You want them all to be indoors?
Well, I think it's dumb to play them in a foot of snow, but...
That's football, baby.
Yeah, well, that's stupid. We live in a society now. We've figured that out.
Buffalo.
You could sleep in a pile of snow if you wanted to, but you don't have to anymore.
Buffalo is building a new stadium.
That's a large
open
mistake.
air. What do you think of that?
I think it's a waste of time.
It's a rough city.
Major League Baseball, the pitch clock hasn't just made the games quicker. It's quieter now, too, they say. Players are finding that there's no time for small talk amid Major League Baseball's new pace of play initiative. The pitch clock, 15 seconds. 20 seconds when someone's on base goes by fast at the plate. The penalty for idle chatter could be stiff when a called strike on the hitter. A social hour just has to wait for the players. They don't have time to chat.
Not to mention their crabs aren't getting the proper scratching. You know, get too many baseball annies. And, some of those guys, hey, these are the same crabs Pete Rose had 40 years ago. It's kind of an honor.
40 years ago, the groupies on baseball teams.
Baseball annies.
He's still letting it fly.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would be an honor to catch the same, case of crabs that
Thurman Munson.
The great Pete Rose had.
Thurman Munson had crabs.
Who's Thurman Munson?
What? A catcher for the New York Yankees.
Okay.
The point is, there's not as much time for scratching because baseball, a lot of scratching going on.
Let's see. There's baseball annies. There's badge bunnies. There's
what's a badge bunny?
Ladies who like police officers.
Oh.
Names of groupies.
Chuckles.
Yeah.
Chuckle.
They like clowns. That's right.
What?
I can't say the second part of the chuckle.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Could we move on?
Chuckle hole? What?
No, we'll tell you off.
I'm playing the Chuckle Hole in October. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Why isn't there a place called Chuckle Hole? You open up a place called Chuckle Hole, I'll come for free.
There's a cackle shack. Yeah.
Yes, there is a cackle shack. We had
My dad called chicken's eggs cackleberries.
Interesting.
What do you think of that?
Cackleberries.
Cackleberries. A British BMX rider performed several tricks in a skateboard park, floating more than 2,000 feet off the ground. Chris Kyle, with 2 Ks, completed the stunt called Don't Look Down when he rode around a custom-made bowl suspended by a hot air balloon.
This is super cool.
What? Wait a minute.
Talk about a waste of time.
Talk about...
The 31-year-old was wearing a parachute.
Oh, that's not fair.
Come on.
In the event that he went off the...
Boo.
It's a giant bowl.
I can imagine it, yes.
Made out of...
a light
whatever they make
polymer.
Formula One cars out of. And he's got a little BMX bike, and he's going off ramps and doing flips. It's really cool.
Mr. Kyle said... It was a surreal experience, man. I'm just super fortunate for it. And I can't believe I've done it.
Yeah.
Super cool.
What's his name?
Chris Kyle. He was in Crisscross, the musical group.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got a helmet on. Of course, if he falls, if the chute doesn't open, the helmet's not going to do him a hell of a lot of good.
I think the helmet is maybe if he falls within the actual bowl itself. He doesn't hit his head
on the bowl.
Not for the 2,000-foot fall.
Your contention is the helmet won't help much like duck and cover during a nuclear attack.
Yeah. Okay. It's a cool trick.
Very specific climactic conditions, including wind speeds of less than 3 miles an hour, were required to make the flight possible. Kyle said, I had a year of standby waiting for this weather window to come around. And remember, I can't believe I've done it.
It's super cool. Watch the video.
Nope.
It'll give you...
I'm trying to.
It'll put the BM and BMX. I'm telling you what, it's scary. We have...
You crap your pants?
Oh, it's very scary.
And here's the story that Tom's eagerly been awaiting. A Dutch soccer player has negotiated a new contract. Not big news. However, this is in his contract. It promises a free beer for every fan. This is ridiculous.
No, it's cool.
I hope
a free beer for every fan at every game? What?
According to ESPN, Bram van Polen, captain of the Dutch club known as PEC Zwolle, Z-W-O-L-L-E, signed an extension that commits him to the club until the end of next season. 37-year-old defender, has earned a reputation for creative clauses in his contracts. The terms of the latest deal mean the club must purchase a celebratory beer or equivalent non-alcoholic beverage for every season ticket holder, volunteer, and sponsor of the club.
Cool.
Isn't that great?
Van Polen.
I mean, can you imagine if one of these guys with one of these guaranteed $200 million contracts goes, yeah, and by the way, the last game of the season, beer's on me.
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Or build 5 houses for people that need shelter.
That would be very
part
cool.
of my contract.
Yeah.
Well, 20 years of sobriety, but LeBron scored 30 out the window. Here we go, baby.
Well, I believe there's a non-alcohol option here.
And he says he's 37, so he said, I'm assuming this year will be my last as a professional soccer player, and I wanted to give something back to the supporters. I thought a round on the house suited me.
That is cool.
I think it'd be great. You could have Gardner Minshew promising mustache rides for 50 MILFs.
Whoa.
You know, something like that.
Christy likes that Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yeah. Didn't Jay Cutler try to do that? He was trying to buy a pack of Newports for every fan at the game.
It's really old, but if you haven't seen Jay Cutler smoking on the internet,
famous photograph,
hilarious.
Jay Cutler smoking, Ben Affleck smoking.
They take all the pictures that exist of the former Chicago Bears quarterback,
right? And
they just put a cigarette. They Photoshop a cigarette in it, and it's perfect. It's hilarious,
but very funny. Do you think it's cool for fun?
No.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't. It's encouraging drinking. I don't think you could do something like that.
Trying to be nice. He's trying to do something nice and fun for the fans. Instead of getting an extra $20,000 or whatever. What is Dutch money?
I have no idea.
Krugerrands or something?
A Krubel.
Krubels? Okay.
Yes.
Euros, whatever the hell it is. Did you know that, by the way, all the Dutch soccer team, the reason they don't do that well in the World Cup is the wooden shoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to run in those.
Really heavy.
Very hard.
It's easy to kick, though.
Do you think they're tired of that? People coming over and, hey, where's your wooden shoes?
I'll bet that's the worst thing.
Where's that dock you put your finger in?
Get it? I see her over there. Get it?
We call a dock in America.
Okay, hey, Pat, can you sing your song that Ace wanted to hear?
Sing that song, Pat.
What? I didn't want to hear it.
He was being facetious.
We're talking about the HDMI cable?
Yeah, HDMI cables.
Hey, she could tell a joke.
No, we want to hear you sing, Pat.
Oh, I love to hear me sing too.
Okay, this is a great song, Pat.
By the way, you want to hear about my dad instead of my son?
Yes. What is your dad up to, Patty?
Well, here's what he's up to. Give me a second, and I'll get it.
I'm tuning.
I'm not tuning.
There we go. Out of tune.
Didn't know how to fix a flat, but I do now. Couldn't tie a tie, no one taught me that. Oh, but I learned somehow. My father was a teacher, ironically, but he dropped the ball when it came to me. I'm learning life lessons digitally. YouTube's my new dad. YouTube's my new dad. If you want to know how to grill a steak, Dad's being a grouch. If you want to learn how to fish that lake, these Pornhub works for these. But YouTube's my new dad.
How true.
It is true.
Everything is out there.
Yep, I replaced the innards of a toilet thanks to YouTube once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad.
Very good.
Remember, I can replace any toilet in 20 minutes.
Well, I got a job for you.
Incredibly busy.
Already hired someone.
Okay, thank you very much. What else do we have in the world of sports?
Here we go, Tom. A man in Germany. Oh, this is,
Stupid world record.
A man in Germany broke the Guinness World Record. Willie, listen up, for the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun.
Whoa, what happened?
Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Declan Evans had that.
Andre Ortolf, who sounds like an evil Russian from WWE.
Pick a name. Is it Andre or is it Tolf? What is it?
Andre Ortolf. His last name's Ortolf.
Got it.
Ortolf.
Earned the record title after drinking a pouch of Capri Sun in 10.41 seconds. The record originally set in 2021 by British man, our buddy Declan Evans, with a time of 16.65. It was broken later the same year by serial record breaker Leah Shuftkever, who finished her beverage pouch in 15.71 seconds. Guinness's rules for the record require challengers to start with a completely unopened Capri Sun, so the time it takes to remove the straw from the plastic and stab it into the pouch is included in the record.
So what's the time to beat again? I missed it.
It's way down.
Like 10 seconds?
10.41.
Wow.
And getting the straw in and all that and taking the plastic off. That's
Declan's got a job now. He can't be doing that.
We talked with Declan several times.
Sure.
We'll have to see if we can track him down now that the summer's here. I believe he's
a school teacher.
He's a school teacher, so he may still be busy, but we'll see if he's going to try to go after his own record. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Coming up, we have an interesting story from our friends at Omaha Steaks.
Omaha!
They got a contest that they've just launched that could give you a lifetime supply of burgers. I'll tell you about that coming up. Also, we have an interesting news story about a low sex drive and how it could, fellas.
Yeah, horny guys live longer, apparently.
Yeah, early death.
Yeah.
From a low sex drive.
I don't have sex unless she says it's okay.
We'll find out. We'll find out what that's all about.
Pat, you're never going to die, my friend.
Never going to die.
You're going to live forever.
He's always horny.
Yesterday,
you are horny.
Was it or the day before? I forget. We had this story about the hippo being killed.
Yes, in Colombia.
He was one of the
Pablo Escobar's hippos got hit by an SUV.
was not shot.
Oh, it wasn't shot?
No, no.
Got this letter. Hippos are not slow. Because we were wondering, how do you hit a...
I can outrun a hippo.
Hippos can reach speeds of 30 miles per hour.
Oh,
that's a lot of hippo
crap.
coming at you.
Hippo crap.
Well...
They cannot.
For short distances, hippos can reach speeds of 30 miles per hour.
That's pretty fast.
So, once again, an SUV encountered a hippo, and everyone in the SUV was fine.
Yes.
The hippo was not. But one less, I guess, of Mr. Escobar's hippos. So that's they're shipping more than half of them to other
70
countries.
of them.
Can we make
ship away.
anything out of hippos, like their teeth or their ivory or their hooves?
Once again, they're on the vulnerable or
extinct list.
Mm-hmm. They're not extinct.
I don't
but
I don't really care. If I can make a nice jacket out of them, I wouldn't.
Hippo hide?
Hippo hide?
Probably pretty tough.
Nice hippo hide.
Now, we have another world record, I assume?
Yes, Tom, we have another world record.
Stupid world record.
Shouldn't we come back with that?
No.
Okay.
See, when that hits 7.
Oh, okay.
An Australian man broke the Guinness World Record for the most push-ups in 1 hour. 33-year-old Lucas Helmke of Brisbane, and that's how you say it, Brisbane, performed a total of 3,206 push-ups to beat the previous record of 3,182. That's 3,206 in 1 hour.
Which is more than we've all done in our lifetimes collectively.
Pretty much, yeah. Absolutely.
That's a lot.
Oh my gosh, he's on his toes too. He's not on his knees.
Oh, look at his.
He has boobs. I mean, those are some heavy gnats.
He's
man.
in shape, man.
He's got quite the rack, Tom. Look at that.
Those things are great.
Is that from doing push-ups? Those look like falsies.
I'd like to run barefoot through his boobs.
I mean, you could put a Sharpie in between those things and it would stay there.
Absolutely.
He has cleavage.
He's a
You
bra.
could put a bat in the upper deck with this guy.
Look, his back has cleavage. He's got a butt right there in his back. Look at that thing.
Oh, you guys.
I think he's on the juice. His body looks like a McDonald's logo. Look at that, the way it goes down and up.
I bet he has an inch-long Peter.
Could we get back to the record?
3,206 push-ups in an hour.
Lucas said, this is Lucas talking.
Yeah.
I attempted the record to provide inspiration for my 1-year-old son.
That's nice.
And show him nothing is impossible. Of course, my 1-year-old son was kind of lost on him because, he's 1 year old. He doesn't know what's going on.
Well, someday you'll read about his famous
Someday
dad.
he'll know that his dad
didn't have a job.
Had plenty of time to grow my boobs.
His mom said, hey, how about setting a record for vacuuming the house, maybe scrubbing the toilet, doing some work around here, changing a diaper. You're too busy doing push-ups all day and growing your own boobs.
Hey, Mr. Healthy, can you run the vacuum every now and then? Some of the push-ups that he did were discounted, not allowed due to improper form.
Oh.
What do you think of that, Tom?
Well, it'll happen. When we come back, we have coming up Alli Breen with Sexy Time. Also, we have cottage cheese in the news. And who is not excited by that?
I hate
And would you like a Bloody Mary with real blood in it?
I love cottage.
Probably not a good idea. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you can do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but.
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's the problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes.
With Maria Bamford.
In English! I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say something in Hindi. Ki hale kuta vermilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
Dog, goodbye.
Oh, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where they you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like sí, no, ay. It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Rolling through a Friday morning, I'm Mark Allison. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Today is Friday, April 14th, and tonight, Donnie Baker at Buck's Bar and Grill in Mansfield, Ohio. Saturday night, the Strand Theater in Shelbyville, Indiana. That's a beautiful theater, great place to see some live comedy. And DonnieBaker.com is where you find out more about that, man. By the way, next weekend, he'll be at the Blue Note in Harrison, Ohio on Friday, April 21st. Then Saturday, April 22nd, the Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan. That's DonnieBaker.com for more. Rolling through a Friday with you on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Australia's most powerful tropical cyclone in 8 years has lashed the sparsely populated northwest coast with winds gusting to 180 miles per hour. Cyclone Elsa weakening fast as it moved inland. No injuries immediately reported. Damage still being assessed after Elsa made landfall early Friday between the iron ore export town of Port Hedland and a large cattle ranch to the northeast. Port Hedland Mayor Peter Carter said dozens of people stayed in an evacuation center overnight, but most of the city's 16,000 residents stayed in their homes, which are built to withstand cyclones. Ilsa, a Category 5 cyclone before weakening. They have wind speeds exceeding 125 miles per hour, gusts exceeding 174 miles per hour. A massive sinkhole in the southeast Texas town of DeSeta has been dormant since first appearing in 2008. Residents had learned to live with it after it stopped expanding and spared homes. But earlier this month, DeSeta officials announced it was again expanding, and some storage tanks in a small warehouse located next to it were being swallowed up. Local officials say they're doing their best to monitor new growth and keep residents informed about any possible dangers, but some residents say local and other officials should do more to update the public. A geologist working with DeSeta says residents shouldn't panic, but be aware of any new developments. And that's a look at things you may have missed, including sinkholes. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Rick Schrader is our guest. Rick is a newly married new dad.
Yes, I have a 4-year-old daughter now, she's a doll. Her name's Maya, and she's beautiful, but I'll tell you, she's fallen under the sway of the evil purple one.
You mean...
Yes, Barney.
Barney the dinosaur?
Every morning, I love you. I haven't digested a breakfast in a year for listening to Barney on the and those amazing robot Stepford-like children they have surrounding him, and the realistic portrayals of kids. Now, hey, Barney, let's clean our room and then pray. Where do they get these kids? Off the Mouseketeers directly to Barney, and it's amazing. The kids love Barney.
Mm-hmm.
They love him.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next Waco type disaster. Barney and his followers in a Quonset hut outside Dallas. Sharing means caring, Billy. So strike the match. Next thing you know, polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder. I point this out because I care.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
And dead guys.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Present.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold on vacation, but the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair's right there. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Here's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Josh is fishing, Lake of the Ozarks. Coming up on this show, we're going to be helping people out with a show we call Sexy Time. Alli Breen takes letters about your love life, and we try to help out. We did a couple of them the last few days.
We did not do well. We need Allie.
Yeah, I'm not sure we did.
You think?
Did much help to anybody. But we can ask her about some of the ones we tried to
I think
fix.
we did as well as we normally do.
It is Friday, right? Mm-hmm. Do we get Jeff Oskey today?
We do.
Yes.
The show is called Things We Failed to Mention.
Yes.
We will certainly do that. Now, we return to the sports page.
No, we wrap it up, Tom. That was it.
Wait a minute, you haven't talked about the USFL.
We wrap it up, Tom. That's right.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
It's a way to say ace.
Yes.
Well, hang on. We did forget something, actually.
Try to put it into words.
It's the John Rahm.
Obviously, we all dream of things like this as players.
I like it.
Try to visualize.
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny.
Be quiet. He's trying to thank everybody.
And, when I hit that third shot on the I could tell it was close. Yeah,
that's great. Okay. Is the XFL still going on?
Yeah, week 9 starts tomorrow.
So now you've got
It's going to be a crowded weekend. You got NBA playoffs, got the XFL, you got the USFL.
Wow.
You know, he does bring up a good point, believe it or not.
We have the Long Beach Grand
I do that
Prix.
every day.
I don't think that's the case. But I don't know what it is, but I have no desire to watch football at this time of year. I had no idea I was that guy, but I am.
You don't.
Well, you got a double.
I don't care.
USFL
Really?
doubleheader tomorrow on Fox.
I will watch NBA but playoff basketball tomorrow. I won't watch anything to do with football. What do you got, Ace? You're my special correspondent. Go ahead.
Doubleheader tomorrow.
Doubleheader.
On USFL.
Yeah.
On Fox tomorrow.
Yeah, who you
And
got?
Well, you know, you got the returning champions, Birmingham Stallions, at home.
Isn't it the first season?
No, second season.
It is the second season.
I can't.
Birmingham was champion.
I lost track.
Last year, everything was in Birmingham.
Remember that?
Well, if that doesn't scream
But-
on the up and up, I don't know what does.
This year, they're in Detroit, Canton, Memphis, and Birmingham.
Oh.
So do all 4 of those cities have teams?
Canton does not.
Huh. So that's weird.
I got a good bus terminal.
What a great idea this has become.
I'm sorry.
I was way off.
So this is the USFL.
Yes.
But the XFL is also going on at the same time.
The
one of
XFL
them-
is.
God, it's complicated.
Are there games in the XFL this weekend,
Yeah,
too?
of course, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Is one of them like a minor league for the NFL?
I think the USFL is closer to the NFL because they're.
And the XFL's the Rocks, right?
Yeah.
But he has made a point of saying this is about the 55th man, the 54th man, something like that.
Oh.
The guy who can't make an NFL squad.
Who hasn't made it yet.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
more
hasn't
power
made
to
it.
him.
Yeah.
I'd like to hope some of these guys do well, certainly. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk.
Did you hear about Metallica becoming the Music Man?
I know, well, they got a new
76
album.
guitars.
They're holding a contest for marching bands to remake their songs. Metallica will offer prizes of musical instruments and equipment worth thousands of dollars to winners in collegiate and high school divisions.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? Metallica offering the marching band charts even to help out. Video submissions are due by November 16th. If you're a band director and you're listening, MetallicaMarchingBand.com.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that a cool idea?
When I was in the marching band in junior high school, we all we did were those dumb Herb Alpert songs.
They were good.
Yeah, not when it's
No. Can you imagine it being marching to a Metallica tune though? Come on, that's kind of cool.
Hey, it's great. I think it's fun. Good for them. Helping out young musicians.
Sure.
Other music news, real quick. One of my favorites of all time is the great Peter Frampton, and Peter is dealing with a pretty serious medical issue, but he is going to be able to do some more playing. So he's going to be going on a little tour.
Never Say Never tour.
Among his stops, the Greater Dayton, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Raleigh, North Carolina, Charlotte, Orlando, Clearwater, Atlantic City, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So if you're a fan, go to Peter's website. And he's got all his tour dates up.
And he has made it a point of saying they're not adding any other dates to this tour. So if you want to get a ticket, get a ticket.
So this
I
is
will
it.
be at that Huber Heights show.
Okay, that'll be terrific.
Yes.
You know, Huber Heights is the world's largest community of brick homes.
That's true.
Huh. Wait, stop the show. I've got to go write that down.
It's kind of cool, actually.
Go ahead. Go ahead, laugh.
Oh, no, I'm not laughing.
It's there.
I'm joining everyone else in bored silence.
It's their slogan.
It's no Mary Quant.
Oh, and Mary Quant passed away at the age of 93.
Mary Quant had a home in Huber Heights.
Really? Could we? What else?
She's
have
a
you got, Christy?
Oddly enough, it was stucco. Isn't that?
That is weird. an establishment in Japan called the Problem Child Dark Cafe right there.
Willie.
Me and you, problem child.
Problem children.
Had to fire an employee after she allegedly added her own blood to a cocktail. The Problem Child Dark Cafe in Sapporo City regularly hires what they term mentally unstable and problematic girls as waitresses.
Yeah, the guy should have known, though. I mean, when the Bloody Mary is garnished with a tampon, you can figure it out, right?
Oh, God.
The women typically wear dark goth-style makeup. Earlier this month, the cafe announced that it had dismissed one employee for adding her own blood to a cocktail, reportedly at the request of a customer. The cafe added that it shut down for a day to replace all the drinking glasses on the premises.
Yeah, I'm not sure what disease you can get from being exposed to someone else's blood, but I'm guessing it's few of them.
Dr. Zento Kitao told the Japanese news site Flash, quote,
I am Dr. Zento.
Drinking the blood of other people is an extremely dangerous act. This cafe was also the place where you pay $25 an hour to drink all you want.
Really?
That is a dangerous deal.
Yeah. Very dangerous.
$25 an hour?
Yeah.
$50 for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's a bargain.
I think that you just do 25 in 1 hour, and then you just do straight booze the whole way.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the night you drink beer and just chill out. You have to. It's like pre-gaming before a strip club when they don't let you drink inside the strip club.
I think you might be right.
That's a bad idea all around.
Getting 5 beers in the sixth
Problem
inning.
Child Dark Cafe.
Yeah, drinking blood, not a good idea.
No.
Except for Dracula. It's a great idea.
Do you serve Coke? Do you serve Coke? No, we serve Hep C.
I wonder what you could...
It's a hepatitis joke, you see.
Yep.
It looks like the stomach acid would chew up that blood. I don't know. I know nothing. I was never pre-med.
Making it with a tampon, though, I'm sure that's happened.
Oh, you mean a Bloody Mary comes with a tampon in it?
I'm sure someone's done that. Absolutely. that has to have been done.
I bet somebody did that last night.
Just a typical Thursday for that freak.
Yep.
Yikes.
See, because, I mean, technically, couldn't you soak
That
the
would
tampon?
suck up all your juice.
You could soak a tampon in
Alcohol? Sure.
And then put it in the tomato juice.
Yeah?
Oh, is that what you're calling that space? The tomato juice?
No, I'm talking.
No, actually making a drink with it.
You stick it in the tomato juice.
That would make it worth the squeeze.
Wouldn't be the happy hour. It's just the sad hour.
Would you get drunk if you put it in your butt? Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Didn't we do that story?
You do.
Weren't college students doing that?
Mucous membranes down there.
Yeah.
There's the so-called quite dangerous, apparently, wine enema.
Sure.
Or coffee enema. You ever try the coffee enema?
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
Hang on a second. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
You had a coffee enema?
Did you? Oh, yeah.
Your ass is up all night.
Don't even let him do it.
I was
Wouldn't even let him do it.
step on it.
I'm sorry, I haven't been here that long.
Wouldn't even let him do it.
No.
I applaud you, Pat Godwin.
Good work.
No, I had to
get
tell the guy to stop. Because
it was too hot?
No, too sweet.
Oh,
I like equal in my coffee. I don't like real sugar.
Did the other people in Starbucks think it was weird? Or?
Yeah.
you did
we
the
come
turkey pose?
Yeah, when we come back, we have our tribute to the coffee enema and a little more Geach. That's right, a little more Gitchie Guy.
He passed away. Evidently.
No, we didn't.
Tribute to Gitchie Guy continues.
He's got the biggest little casket in the graveyard.
I guess he does.
That's very funny.
Maybe we should try to talk to Geach now that we made him our focus.
Did anybody hear about the rather unusual heist? Anyone? Oh, good. This story is so weird coming up. And low sex drive, fellas. You're going to die. We'll tell you why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for
Let's get back to the chinchilla. We sent members of our staff plus Donnie Baker to your garage.
She is
My mistake.
so traumatized right now. She has not come out of her little house in
No doubt.
a whole
The
day.
chinchilla.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's because she met Donnie Baker.
Yes.
Her ears are as big as Frisbees.
They are very big.
I know.
I can't get over how
They're
horribly...
native of South America, and they use those to, and they're nocturnal, so they
Must be a lot of listening going on
they
in
do a
South
lot of
America.
listening at
The
night.
size of those
because
ears.
you can't see very well.
And they respond, of course, with their brain by going, duh. I'm a chinchilla.
Oh, wow, it's that great big thing right there.
That looks like a really nice fur coat that lady's got on. I wonder what that's made of. Well, I'm gonna rest for a while so I can poop again.
I can tell you.
I'm not like a dog. I can't play frisbee or catch. I just sit here going, duh. I'm kind of like something in a frame, like a picture, except I just go, duh, and then I poop.
Except you have to feed me and I poop.
I'm like a picture you have to feed. Duh.
I can tell you what, they don't come when you call them. That's for damn sure.
I will. I'll come if you call me.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as you listen. It's pretty fun. A lot of folks seem to enjoy it, and maybe you will as well. Check it out. It's the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. And don't forget, we're always taking your requests. You can email us. bobandtom@bobandtom.com is the email address. We love to hear from our listeners, whether it's requesting a bit, a comedian, something you've heard on the show. Maybe you'd like to comment on one of our topics. We love to hear from you. And as you can listen to the show, we also respond and engage with your emails as they become part of the show as we read them on air and the cast reacts. So it's a lot of fun. You can be part of the show is what I'm saying. bobandtom@bobandtom.com is our email address. Send us an email and let us know what you think. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. The White House has announced a star-studded slate of members for the President's Committee on the Arts and the Humanities, a panel of artists, museum professionals, academics, and philanthropists that serve as an advisory to President Joe Biden on culture issues. The group will be co-chaired by Bruce Cohen, an Academy Award-winning producer known for films like American Beauty and Silver Linings Playbook, also Grammy Award winner Lady Gaga, and actors George Clooney and Jennifer Garner. A rapid spring snowmelt after an unusually wet winter is unleashing flooding from the Southwest to the Rockies, causing residents there and in the upper Midwest to evacuate, stock up on sandbags amid surging creeks and rivers. In New Mexico, emergency crews rescued people from at least 2 vehicles from high water Thursday night in Jimenez Pueblo, north of Albuquerque. In Flagstaff, neighbors on one street had been working side by side since Tuesday to stave off floodwaters from their homes. And a Hawaii surfer credits his faith in God for surviving an Easter shark attack. Mike Morita said from his hospital bed he's at peace with losing his right foot to Sunday's shark attack at his regular Honolulu surfing spot known as Koalos on the south shore of the island of Oahu. Morita credits the bravery of his surfing friends who came to his aid and used their board leashes to fashion a tourniquet. Morita has been surfing since childhood and believes he'll surf again. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Dear Josh, thanks a lot for the FDR bit. Now I had to go to the gas station and clean the coffee off the inside of my windshield.
Sorry. Yes, I was doing my best with a woman, and she had claimed that she had never achieved before, and I was trying to get her there, and it was taking a while, so much so that I wanted to lift my head and say, hey, FDR, do you feel anything down here?
Hey, Christy.
Hey, Tom.
Anything at the news desk.
Keep the letters
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Well, let's get a serious tip from you. When you get pulled over for a traffic thing, what's your suggestion? What do you do?
Just be polite.
Yep. Yeah, I can.
If you say yes or no, sir, more than likely you're going to get off unless you just run into a jerk. And
You're not supposed to get out of the car, right?
No. You know the best thing to do, and what I always do at night, if they pull me over, I always flip on my dome light and put my hands on the. And they always say, "Oh, you've been arrested before." And I go, "No, I'm an ex-cop." And then all of a sudden, everything just moves.
Now, how do you prove you're an ex-cop? Do you have some kind of special signal?
I just say I make more money now.
And they know that you're.
They know I'm.
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm next cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, "Yeah, I know him. I hate him."
Oh,
well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow. That's sad.
That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But, I got a friend that's a police officer.
So I have a free pass.
Yeah.
Right?
You can pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if they have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every drug dealer in the world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom.
Wait, tonight.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
He's over there in the performance room. At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, it's Josh Arnold in Missouri somewhere. By a lake.
I'm Josh. I'm dumb.
You see, the I Hate Steven Singer is now a chair on a bass boat.
I'm stupid. I'm Josh.
He always says that.
God.
Dude, I don't understand anything. What's a book?
There's Ace Cosby.
He took a shore lunch with him.
There's, the shore lunch. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Have you had a shore lunch with your dad?
No, we never actually had shore lunches.
No kidding.
We'd always just go to the deli. We go to Gurney's, the liquor store.
He talks about them all the time, shore lunches.
And then when you're a kid, you get to go into the liquor store. That's a good time. You get to see a bunch of stuff you've never seen. And then that thinly sliced turkey with the fresh mayo and the sprouts.
Shoplifted at the liquor store.
The in-season tomatoes. Oh, delicious.
If you're in Harbor Springs, Michigan, check out Gurney's.
Where? Michigan?
Michigan.
Okay, I got
There's
a letter
Tom.
here. Got a letter here. Now, Christy, you had mentioned quite a while ago that you once had a dog that ate your delicate underwear.
Yeah.
And then we discussed it at some length. No need to go back there.
No.
This comes to us from Katrina. Lovely name. She writes, "Hey, you guys were talking about dogs and panties. While I was dating the man who would become my first husband, he had a dog. I was warned early on that his dog ate panties. One day we were lying in bed, and we could hear the dog under the bed. My now ex-husband reached down to get her out from under the bed, and he said, 'Oh, she has your panties.' He grabbed them and tossed them onto the bed. I looked over and said, 'Those aren't mine.'"
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Whoopsie. There you go. That reminds me that we have coming up Sexy Time. With Alli Breen, we'll answer your letters about your love troubles.
Yeah.
Now, we were
That
talking
woman did
about,
that on purpose.
Huh?
The woman left her underwear there on purpose to be found.
Oh, the other woman did that?
Hell yeah.
Every now and then.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you
mark
don't
their
just
territory.
forget
And
your
leave
underwear.
like a makeup piece of makeup somewhere or a can of something.
You're not going to leave her? Well.
Okay.
You don't know how many apartments in this city I've left my Bart Simpson underwear in. Just hoping one day they think cowabunga. They give me a call. You know?
Don't have a cow, man.
You leave behind.
We were talking about this bartender who was fired for actually putting her blood into a drink.
Mm-hmm. At the request of a customer. She didn't just do this on a whim. Somebody asked her to do it.
Put it in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get a Bud Light.
Yeah. Don't order a brown cow from her.
Oh.
I want to get a Blood Light. Did you hear, Willie?
I'm working over here.
That's good.
Come up to my level, Pop. Come on.
Come on.
Okay. Let's see now. Coming up, we have, as I mentioned, Sexy Time with Alli Breen. What have you got over there?
Our friends at Omaha Steaks are in the news. They're promising to give one lucky burger enthusiast free burgers for life, so long as they get a tattoo of a burger on their backside.
I'm in. I'll do this right now.
In honor of launching its Pure Ground burgers, Omaha Steaks is offering a lifetime supply of the product, limited up to 25 years, to the person who volunteers to get a hyper-realistic burger tattoo inked on their full bun, if you will. Award-winning tattoo artist Steve Butcher will be tasked with tattooing the design onto the winning contestant.
So, and to be clear, it's a detailed
hamburger
with a bun on it.
On your bun.
It's not between your two buns.
No.
Vertically.
Who would
have thought that?
That's not a fun promotion.
Who in the hell would think
so
that?
if you were if that way.
First of all, you couldn't see it if it was in your crack.
No, if he was
looked like you had poop between your buns.
you'd be lying on your side.
No, maybe a hot dog. Maybe if it was a hot dog promise, that's what we could do.
I'm an Omaha Steaks fan. Their hot dogs are delicious. In fact, I think their hot dogs are the best Frankfurters I've ever had in my life.
Frankfurters, yeah.
You can't call. They're so good you can't call them hot dogs. They should be called something else. So
honestly, who would have thought that they had to put it?
I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to clarify.
Are you? Is that what you're trying to do?
So it's it'll be a detailed drawing of a burger
on your butt.
And okay, so but they're gonna pick one winner.
I think
right. Those interested can enter for a chance to win at omahasteaks.com/tattoo.
I think I'm getting another tattoo today. I think.
Are you?
What are you getting? Tom, the name Tom, right
with
over
a heart around it,
right over my heart.
Now, how many tats do you have?
I don't 9, I think.
Okay,
8 or 9.
You've been talking about getting a new one for a while.
I might do that.
You going to get the Commanders because you've already got the Redskins?
No, I'm not going to get the Commanders.
Can you get a tattoo like on a whim like that, or don't you have to make an appointment and think about it?
My boy Donnie, he'll accommodate me.
Yeah, Chick McGee, he kind of lives the life.
That's true.
Right this way, Mr. McGee. Oh yeah, I'm kind of I bring people in. Is what
There's just some barista getting a castle tattooed on her side, and then Donnie gets the call right away, Chick, and he just leaves her sitting there.
Bleed for a while.
Get out of here, woman.
omahasteaks.com/tattoo if you're interested. Now, according to a survey here, 30% of respondents say they would get a tattoo for a lifetime supply of burgers. And it's on your butt, so it's not like a lot of people are going to see it.
True.
Unless
you're a mooner.
Yeah.
I would get this. What I really want to get, though...
skinny dipper.
I want to get chicken wings. You know how girls, like a pretty girl, will have the angel wings tattooed on her shoulder blades? I want to get the chicken wings tattooed on my back. I think that'd be very funny.
Cooked?
Yeah, they'd be prepped.
Of course they're cooked. It wouldn't be funny if they weren't.
I was not aware.
Why not?
I was not aware that people who show their asses are called mooners. We kind of glossed right over that.
Yes, someone.
Sure they are.
Have you ever mooned anyone, Tom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, college or something?
It's a classic move.
Really?
Oh, sure.
I'm surprised and somewhat pleased that
I haven't done it
to
recently.
I just got mooned recently.
Who?
Got mooned?
Like a buddy?
It was a friend of mine.
Your intended?
No. We were in a pool situation, and
was it a lady or
no? It was a guy.
Nice.
Of course, it was a guy.
Did he give you the whole?
No, it was all of us. It wasn't just me.
Did he give you the red eye or just the?
No, he just
red eye. Did he see a doctor?
Okay, all right.
He didn't spread his cheek.
Now, we have to explain this.
Christy! Hey, Christy!
There are several levels of a mooning.
Yes.
There's your mooning,
right?
Classic mooning. Then there's the brown eye. Then there's the red eye, which goes way deep. And then there's the fruit bowl.
Oh, what's the fruit bowl?
That's all of it. The red eye, and you can see the hang down from behind.
Yeah, the hang down. The red eye involves spreading the cheeks. That's disgusting.
Oh, no.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite Tom Griswold
just
story.
A traditional quick moon.
Yeah, I was in a celebrity golf tournament with one of the
Cleveland Indian pitcher Len Barker, who threw a no-hitter, by the way.
But I was there. I saw the no. But yeah, he
mooned you.
Yeah, he gave us all the red eye. It was.
That was a fruit bowl too, and he. Then you can slap. You got to slap your ass too. That's an
what's that called?
Added.
So the point of this news story is, if you are interested in entering the contest for the Omaha Steaks, they'll tell you the details.
Sure.
omahasteaks.com/tattoo. You could win. 25 years of burgers if you get a burger tattooed by their tattoo artist on your butt. And I assume there's only going to be one winner, but I will have to look up the details. The guy in front of me at the gas station yesterday apparently won a lifetime supply of spiders.
No, do you have a spider tattoo?
Judging by the back of his neck. I was in line behind a guy at the cafeteria. And I couldn't stand it. I had to ask him.
No. Stop talking to people in public.
He had a price code on his neck. You know, one of those barcodes.
Yeah.
I don't believe
price code. It's a true story. And I said, what is that for? And it was for his brand of cigarettes.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be for his protein shakes.
He's a hooligan. That would have been really funny.
Yeah, it's my insurer tattoo.
He's a ruffian.
Stop talking to people, especially ruffians. He could have roughed you up.
He thought he wanted to tell me.
You know what?
He'd taken the time and trouble to get this thing tattooed on his neck. Why not?
You know what this tattoo is? It's tattooed it's time to kick your ass. How about that?
Did he use it? I mean, did it work? Like
he told me that one time he scanned it and it did work.
I don't
believe that either.
Well, you weren't there. I was.
Full of crap.
Wouldn't you have asked him?
No.
You don't talk to socialize like I do.
It's not socializing. You socialize with your friends. You are assaulting people in the wild.
Let me ask you, did they pick up on the fact you're being sarcastic and condescending when you're talking to them, or does it just come over them after they've walked away?
I think the latter.
Yeah, I think so too.
You would have been proud of me, Chick. I found out the name of a jacket from a guy the other day.
A jacket?
Yeah, I was in line at a place. And
tell me, please tell me what jacket it was.
What's it called? Mind your own business?
If you keep asking...
You're not a member only?
If you keep asking men, hey, what kind of jacket is that? You're going to end up in a rubber suit locked
okay, Chick, I wrote it down.
In somebody's basement.
Chick, I wrote it down because I think you would like it.
Hit me.
It was a really cool jacket, had a bunch of pockets in the front, and it was water resistant. and it's called a Bell Staff. It's from the UK.
Are you whaling now?
BELSTAFF.
Why do you need waterproof pockets like that?
Waterproof jacket, yeah.
What do you think you do? What do you think?
When I walk the dogs, I was getting soaked in my regular jacket, and I don't have a raincoat.
You should get Orvis makes a very nice barn jacket.
This one looked really cool. This one looked kind of like a shorter trench coat. This will look the chicken I had.
You're
getting what kind of pants are those?
Look at that.
I don't have anything that copies your style.
Yes, you do. You've been wearing the multi-pocketed coats. It's from England, Chick. They ship them over here. That's why I figured you'd like it.
Why didn't you say so?
Look it up.
I'm looking it up.
I asked.
Now.
I said, "Look, would it be weird if I asked you where you got that jacket?" And he said, "Not at all. That's very nice."
Not at all. And by the way, can I buy you a drink?
What kind of shorts are those?
They look military-like.
Here, come here, sir. Does this smell like chloroform to you? And you wake up, and you're in the box, and you've got a rubber suit on.
Oh,
your wrists are handcuffed.
Missing a kidney and my ass cherry.
And you hear in the distance, well, go get the gimp. And that's you. Oh. That's totally you. Go ahead,
cool.
keep
They look
asking.
pretty cool, don't they?
They look very military.
They're nice.
I do like the military look.
I really well.
So if you had seen this guy, would you have said to him, "Hey, by the way, that's a really nice coat. Do you mind if I ask where you got it?"
I would not have.
If you see a guy wearing really cool shoes, would you ask him?
This looks like no. I would probably know.
Well, there's all kinds of jackets that they make.
Didn't I eyeballed your shoes like down the hall?
Yep,
the other day.
you nailed it.
I go, oh, those are Olakais. And he goes,
I don't know that much about shoes, but I've asked someone, "Hey, what kind of shoes are those? I really like them."
Well, these are right up your alley because they're pricey.
Okay, these look like Rommel wear.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
This is called the patent.
Yeah.
No, it's called the Master Race. Is what it's called.
It's pretty cool. They let you board first on the airplane. It's pretty fun.
That's the
Arian's wardrobe is complete.
The master race is the marathon they do at Augusta the week before the Masters.
Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Coming up, we have Alli Breen with Sexy Time, and we have an interesting news story about a hilarious robbery.
Hilarious robbery.
Yeah, wait till you hear. It almost sounds like a joke from a cartoon, but a lot of money is involved. Plus, low sex drive could mean early death, fellas. We'll be talking about that. Right now, I want to talk to you about your taste buds. Are they getting a little bored? That's where HelloFresh comes in, and HelloFresh has really mixed things up. They've got a great new offer, and they want to highlight their quick and easy meals. They're new. And they're fast with lots of fresh options. A lot of these are in 15 or 10 minutes, and they're done. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. You take the kit and put it together, And they've got stuff for all meals, not just for dinner anymore. Quality ingredients, that, of course, is the key to HelloFresh, plus the time you save not going to the grocery store. It's a great thing to do. A couple times a week, you get home, put together a great meal. What's the one you're working on, Willie?
Check out the Italian chicken and pepper sandos with potato wedges and garlic sauce. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half an hour, you are enjoying this delicious Hall of Fame meal that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Excuse me, it cuts down on food waste, among other things, and I also need to make this clear. More than 40 recipes available every week, and you can swap proteins, 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. So there's a lot of variety, and again, your taste buds are going to thank you. Your kids are going to clean their plates, and it's also a great way to teach the kids how to cook. It's a lot easier since they've got everything measured for you. It's a lot of fun. Great for date night, too. So check this out. This is something new from HelloFresh. And they got a new code for it. It's pretty easy to remember. BT Show 50, like Bob Tom Show 50. Why 50? 50% off. That's why. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. That's BT Show 50. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. It's delicious, and you're going to have a great time, and you're going to thank us. Oh, how nice of you. You're welcome. When we come back, we have some interesting stuff in the news, including low sex drive. Fellas, pay attention. It might kill you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bobcat going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Hoosier Heartland tonight. That's right, he will be.
This is a song so girls don't get anorexia.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I want to be a plus-sized model, the kind that can't run very far. Cause if I could only be a plus-size model, I know I'd be a big, big star. Please feed me. So some people get sensitive about it, but don't, because the beautiful women are the big women.
I agree.
And I gained some weight, then I couldn't afford to keep it. Here now, and I want a carbo load without having to exercise. I don't want to worry if the fat goes to my thighs. I want to wear a plus-size brassiere for room. I want to eat chips and wash them down with beer. Well, I've got a plus-size dream, but I'm plus-sized. Ornery for the best job in the world goes to the bigger girls than me. They're all sluts.
The Kings and Vegas. And in overtime, your winners, Columbus, Buffalo, New Jersey, Nashville, Philadelphia, and Vancouver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year 1976. The place, Miami, Florida. It was Super Bowl 10, and America was celebrating her bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan.
What?
You're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. It's this. Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12 feet off the ground was a particularly bad idea.
A little help now.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful. I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like a
What a weirdo!
Like a pizza. No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
And the performance room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold in a lake in Missouri somewhere. He would normally be at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I've got a couple things to catch up with here, but before we do that, we're going to catch up with news we failed to mention.
Oh, yes.
With the very handsome Mr. Jeff Oskett. Are you chewing gum?
Nope.
What are you doing?
It's a thing I do when I'm pissed off.
What are you pissed off?
No, I'm not. I'm just playing along. Hey, everybody. I'm Jeff Oskett. I'm in a great mood.
All right.
Hey, I forgot to mention this the last couple weeks. Of course, as always, this failed to mention brought to you by Willie's Waterbed Warehouse. The buy here, pay here, fill here warehouse.
Yeah.
That's Willie's Waterbed Warehouse. Shop it today.
Buy here, pay here, fill here.
Yeah, they put the water in it for you.
Yeah, you don't have to. Don't worry. You don't have to use any of your water.
No.
Willie's got the water for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We offer a convenience for our service.
Willie has taken all the guesswork out of waterbed.
We treat our customer to the... Sure, it takes 4 tanks to deliver the waterbed.
Right?
We get the job done. We shut the streets down is what we do.
I love it, baby. I'm Jeff Oskett.
If there's a better way to sell waterbeds, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Distilled water.
We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to
Now,
mention.
here's Jeff Oskett with what you failed to mention news.
pew, 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 pew.
This past Sunday, we celebrated Easter. We took our kids to my rich brother's house this year because he has a Fabergé egg hunt.
Oh, nice.
What I failed to mention, my kids only found 1 egg, but it was worth $32,000.
Wow. Nice.
32. Earlier, we were talking about coffee enemas. What you failed to mention, I've tried it. before. Take it from me. Do not go with the iced coffee enema. Those cubes get stuck in there. So
probably feels good as they melt, though.
No. A bit rough. A man set the record for the world's largest mustache, coming in at 2 feet wide. When I failed to mention, 10-to-1 odds says I'm sitting next to him on my next flight. There's a new vodka butter. What you failed to mention, toast just got turnt.
Toast.
Turnt. That's what the kids are saying now, Chiggy.
That's right.
An archaeologist believed let's start this over.
Yep.
Not the whole show.
No, I know. What archaeologists believed was an ancient Roman dild turned out just to be an ancient Roman spindle. What you failed to mention, I'd argue it's all about where you put it. With enough lube and determination, anything can be a dild.
Here. Hey!
A dentist set the world record for pulling a car some distance using only his teeth.
Oh.
What you failed to mention, and now we know what that fifth dentist who is always the holdout on those gum and toothpaste commercials is up to.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 dentists would not recommend pulling a car with your teeth.
Decay preventive dentifrice.
Some restaurants are turning to robot waiters. What you failed to mention, if you get rid of the human waiters, who will hit on all the underage hostesses? I guess we'll have to leave it to the cooks.
We're all hanging out at Tony's place later. You should come by.
Yeah, we got some Coke. A grown 32-year-old man has claimed the title of Croc King, a name he gave himself, setting a world record with a collection of over 2,000 pairs of Crocs. Well, you failed to mention, good job there, buddy. You're the envy of 7th grade girls everywhere. I'm sure your dad is super proud, probably brags about it down at the barber shop to all his buddies. You know my oldest? Yeah, he's the Croc King. No, nothing cool like Steve Irwin. He just owns a bunch of rubber shoes. I don't know if you guys saw this. Aaron Rodgers was seen out in public shopping for crystals.
Yeah.
What you failed to mention, doesn't Aaron know that crystals are a gateway rock? Next thing you know, he's hooked on tarot cards and dream catchers. Won't be long before he's mainlining astrological projection and numerology. It's a slippery slope there, Aaron. Find yourself... You're going to find yourself standing around a cauldron reading from some book of Wicca in the middle of a forest on the third moon of the blah, blah. I should know. I'm a survivor. It took a lot of work, but I finally freed myself from all those witchy women.
Here.
Spoken like a true Scorpio.
Tom mentioned spiders on the back of that guy's neck tattoo. As you guys know, and maybe some of our listeners know, I have a neck tattoo on the back of my neck. I have my astrological sign on the back of my neck. What I failed to mention, because at one time in my life, I was a teen unwed mother of 3. So I went and got that tattooed right on the...
What is your sign, may we ask?
Libra.
Oh, he's very balanced.
Yeah.
So you have the scales on your neck?
Yeah, that's what they say. Jeff Oskey, he's well balanced. And finally...
somebody with scales on the back, I think they were a dealer.
Hey, we all have our past.
Okay.
A dealer.
I'll end on this. Earlier this week, Chick mentioned haikus, and it caught my ear because I love haikus.
Oh, yeah.
I actually wrote one. I was wondering if I could take some time real quick to read it to you. Here we go. Empty box number 4. Empty box number 7. Empty box number 2. Next line, number 9. Empty box number 6. Empty box number 3. Empty box. Well, it goes on for like 8 more lines. You guys don't seem too into this.
No.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I thought you said Sudoku.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news.
What you failed to mention is Jeff Oskey.
Nice
Very
payoff there
funny.
at the end. Thank you, Jeffrey. Now, where were we? What were we talking about? We have this contest that Omaha Steaks has put together, and someone's going to get, if they are willing to put a tattoo on their butt, as drawn by tattoo artist Steve Butcher.
Where is it going to be, Tom?
On the butt. In the butt.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I have been informed by you guys that it will be a burger with the bun as part of the drawing.
Yes, on one of your cheeks.
Yes, so it's not going to be your buns or the bun, and then between in the gluteal cleft they tattoo
that
a
would
burger.
look disgusting.
I don't think a burger ceases to exist without the bun. Then it's
See, my thought was you could lie down on your side, and then your buns would be the buns, and then the burger would be
in between.
Carefully.
So it looks like you have.
It looks like you have diarrhea all the time.
That meat crawling out of your butt.
Yeah.
So they're not. Apparently they're.
Well, you
I guess
really
they're
know how
not
to
going to do that.
Sell it there.
Yeah.
bud.
And then you get older, it starts, and you got a Sloppy Joe tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Ace.
Oh, I love Sloppy Joes.
Not anymore.
OmahaSteaks.com/tattoo. Well, speaking of buns, and we were talking about mooning.
Yes.
We got the buns, hon. Is that how it goes?
You got the butt. Here we go. This is a song about mooning.
Press your buttocks against the window and I'll know you are home. Can I say that on the air?
Sure.
Okay, good. The view from the sidewalk is a vision all its own. There's no need to turn out the light. Just press your buns against the window and it turns the day to night. Can I say that on the air?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The gasp of astonishment is still upon my lips from when I first saw your buttocks make that total eclipse. If there's rain clouds a-forming, there's no need to go on the lam. Your butt could hold the water back like the Grand Coulee Dam. 'Cause it looks just like saran wrap around a semi-boneless ham.
The genius of Haywood Banks. And the classic.
Visual at the end.
Classic Haywood. Thank you very much, sir. Now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Police in the UK are saying a burglary suspect was apprehended after a police dog found him hiding in a beehive. The North Hampshire Telegraph reports a woman called police to report an unknown man was in her kitchen. A police spokeswoman said the suspect fled before police arrived, but a police dog, he's a good boy, named Rocky, conducted a search of the woman's backyard and located the man hiding in an empty beehive.
That makes sense. It was a sting operation. Sorry.
Why am I laughing?
Couldn't help myself.
The unnamed man was arrested on suspicion of burglary. Yeah.
The poor little doggy could have gotten stung.
How do you hide in a bee? How big are beehives? Do you think he just had his head in the beehive? And he was just...
No one can see me now.
Looking like the Jack in the Box guy.
It must be those racks of bees.
I don't know. Is it like one of those?
See those things you see? They've got the big racks.
Manufactured for beekeepers.
Oh, like a big,
that
the
would
big
have to
box
be what it is.
kind of looking thing.
Like a
Well, here's a picture of the dog. Looks like he's trying to comb the area.
Oh.
Thank you.
You know what? We let you get away with Sting. We all had fun with Sting. That one hurt. I hated that.
Okay. Well, this guy was buzzed.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say that she met him on Bumble. Don't say that. Movie. Just chill out over there.
Okay, sorry.
In Pennsylvania, authorities are saying thieves made off not with bees, but thousands of dimes from a truck.
Hundreds of thousands of dimes.
I'm getting there.
He's a treat this morning, man.
According to officials, the thieves broke into a truck filled with $750,000 in dimes, fled with at least $100,000 worth, leaving coins scattered around a Philadelphia parking lot. The tractor-trailer driver had picked up the dimes from the Philadelphia Mint and was planning to transport them to Florida. It's not clear how many folks were involved in the theft.
How do you... I mean, you just go to Coinstar? I don't understand. How would you get rid of hundreds of thousands of dollars in dimes?
I don't know. There's no phone booths anymore. I don't know. What would you do?
And I mean, they must need them, obviously, if they were taking them down for change for something. But
that's how old we are. Remember when a phone call cost $10?
I know, right?
Yeah,
operator.
Did that story mention the weight?
It did not mention the weight.
I saw it on the news this morning, and it was some ridiculous weight.
Well, I would think.
One person could not have done this.
But, I mean, what do you do with them? I don't understand. How do you fence...
A lot of dimes?
I don't know. I know that the rappers, the Ying Yang twins, they're sort of detectives in this case because they're always looking for a dime who's top of the line, cute face, little waist with a big behind.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys were 30 years younger, that joke would have killed. I mean, my goodness, let's have some fun.
There are a lot of kids laughing right now.
Thank you very much.
You just can't hear them. That's
right.
Isn't there a line in Blazing Saddles where the guy goes... We're going to need a S-load of dimes.
I don't
for the toll, right? They gotta get to the toll. Yeah.
Just what a weird crime. Because dimes, they're not made of silver, right?
That's zinc, isn't it?
I don't know.
I forgot.
They can't melt them down. I don't know. It just seems like such an odd crumble. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got coming up, Christy?
Well, if you're horny, it could be a good sign, men, that you're going to live longer. We'll
If you're
talk to you about
horny
that.
and you know it, clap your hands. You did not clap, Tom.
Yes, I
He
did.
was busy.
Oh, did you?
If
you're horny and you know it, clap your hands.
All right.
Ace didn't clap.
Ace.
I'm not in the mood right now.
Hang on a second. Hang on. What do I have to do to get you in the mood, Ace?
Hey, he's watching his shows. Let him watch his shows in peace, okay?
Ace is going to watch the USFL.
That's you bring that ass over here. What happened? How long was I out?
Is that how you pick up the chicks,
Oh,
Chick?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's in the butt.
A lot of time I just give my name and let's go. That's all I say.
I'm going to listen to some Ohio players in my Raycons.
That's right. Ohio. Roller coaster. Raycon's mission of love is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features, and you will love your Raycons. You get a pair and a spare. Buy one for yourself and get one as a gift. And you'll still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that nowadays, every purchase needs to be perfect. And Raycons offers buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee, and free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even got to the part where the Raycons have 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and are water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Half the price and twice as good. Raycons. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Coming up, sexy time with Alli Breen and a little bit of coffee enema. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Sleigh bells ring, Christmas time, best time of the year. But if you ain't got money, folks, it's a fine between hope and fear. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. If you ain't got money, folks, tell you what I do. Go downtown and trade your blood, maybe for a 10 spot or two. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. I've been dreaming of a Christmas white, where inside everybody's warm. There's foot tracks in the snow outside, and needle tracks all up and down my home. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year. Hard times and Christmas cheer. I'll be giving plasma for Christmas this year.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Thank you.
True story.
True story.
That is a rough Christmas, Tom.
I played that for a friend of mine one time. He goes, I went with you to give plasma one Christmas. I said, all my songs are true stories, man. My mom does make the best fried potatoes in the whole world.
There you go.
Christopher Lee and Gary Oldman as inspirations. By the way, Renfield is in theaters now. And David Johansen is often asked to be in documentaries, especially about punk, and has always refused. He changed his mind, though, when Martin Scorsese insisted on filming his lounge act. The result is a movie, Personality Crisis, one night only. That debuts tonight on Showtime. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now in theaters from Bob and Tom Pictures.
Hey, Christy, it's Rob. It's been a while. I was just thinking maybe we should give it another try. Call me later.
Christy, pick up. Hey, how you doing, girl? It's me. I'm back in town. Man, the West Coast sucked. Oh, come on, give me a call.
Hi, Christy. Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, I was looking at some old pictures of that time back in Tuscaloosa. When, I'm sure you remember. I'll call me.
From Bob and Tom Pictures, Christy Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Christy, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Christy, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat, and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. Call my pager.
Christy Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend and Wednesdays if she's not too busy.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I
try. Can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Cool stuff coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee over there at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
I insist on a song from Pat Godwin.
Well, we were just talking. Pat and I were just talking about that.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. He's got a Ace Cosby joke of the day coming. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
Got a little music from our friends at The Late Show.
Yeah.
Great guys.
Never on time.
Never on time. Guitar teacher, Mark, there. Oh, let's see now. We have Mr. Godwin. What should we do a song
Those who
about
can't
that?
teach, I guess.
Well, I know.
What do you want, Tom?
What were we just talking about?
Oh, the dimes?
We were just talking about the dimes being stolen.
How do you fence those?
Yeah, the story is ridiculous.
He's shaking. Now I can hear you.
He's got, look how many packs he's got in his
What
fingers.
are you doing?
Oh,
There
sorry.
have to be 10.
Sorry.
Tommy Sugar Hands over there.
Sorry, I'll put him down. Forgive me. No, this Philadelphia break-in, there was a truck. They stole $100,000 worth of dimes. It's unbelievable. And there were $750,000 worth of dimes in one truck.
Right.
So now you're doing it. It's irritating.
It's irritating.
Sorry. The point is that they can't just go to Coinstar
and
just start dumping dimes in. But you have a tribute to Coinstar?
Yeah, that's where I go, baby.
Every day I check my bank account again, I'm broke. Checks on hold, the car's on E, and I have to drive to Roanoke. Another Coinstar day. Looking in the couches, looking in my car, checking in the pockets of my son's coat. Another Coinstar day. Sad, so sad. Can't believe I'm someone's dad. But at the Kroger they have this machine that takes all your coins and turns it into green. Every week my son wants to dine like a mobster. 2 orders of mussels and king crab at the Red Lobster. Another Coinstar day. Another Coinstar day. Woo!
Yeah. So true. I was just at Coinstar.
Come on.
Oh, you were. What were you doing?
None of us believe that.
Were you laughing at the people you think are below you?
Oh, look at this guy.
Check this out, Finley. A real loser in the wild.
Did I work with that guy?
When I sold my house,
What the hell is he doing? All in quarters.
I had the jar that everybody has, and it had been sitting there for 15 years.
Well, how'd you pick it up then?
Well, this is part of the story. I thought I told you guys this. I went to pick the jar up, and it broke.
What?
Yeah, and it broke immediately. It was so heavy.
So how much money was it?
Well, there was more than $200.
Wow.
Once I sifted out the broken glass, the shards of glass. Yeah, but it was really fun.
Oh,
that's
Did
kind
you
of a fun.
find any Chuck E. Cheese tokens?
That's
like
the
that?
beauty of it. You go to Coinstar. First of all, your hands after you're done are filthy.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that freaked me out.
Copper smell.
Yeah, but then it spews through the coins. Then it pops out the Chuck E. Cheese tokens and
Canadian
the
nickels,
Canadian money, et cetera, et
Bahamian
cetera.
money.
Now, Tom, why do you think the dime thief or thieves can't go to Coinstar? You go to various ones with certain amounts.
Yeah, you could.
It's not like they're marked bills.
Ace, I think that the cops are going to alert everybody that has a First of all, there are only about 4 of those in the city. I went to 3 of them before I found one that functioned.
There are more than. Never mind.
I thought they were in every grocery store.
They don't have them.
They are.
They don't have them at the grocery stores my dad goes to.
I don't think they have them in Whole Foods.
Yeah. At Whole Foods, they have a Coinstar, but it's for Bitcoins.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, you better
Leave him wanting more, Willie. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, but boy, remember, we're so old that we used to have to roll our change, Willie, in little brown paper things and take it to the bank before they would give you the money
When
for it.
I was a kid, I had a paper route. I had paper routes for my whole life.
Paper tubes.
Yeah.
And you had to do I had one of those. Have you ever seen those things that it's got like these 4 tubes? You wear it on your belt.
Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching.
Yeah, I had one of those babies.
Yeah.
And I would. Then you'd have to roll your quarters and your dimes and your pennies and take them to the bank.
It's awful.
But the Coinstar, they take a taste. It ain't free.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit of the taste. What is it? 50%? What does they take?
I don't want to brag.
Boy, I don't remember.
But my credit union has a free one. Yeah.
I mean, you can go to CVS and make them do it. You have to yell at them a lot and cause a scene, but they'll give you your money.
I guess these guys will just take them to the local dime store.
5 and dime.
What does that joke even mean?
Well, back in the old days, we used to call stores the 5 and dime.
Woolworths used to be called
way
the dime
back
store.
in the day, before even my time.
Does Woolworths still exist?
I don't think so.
For me, a 5 and dime is when your friend gives you $5 so you can both get $10 of weed together.
Yeah, there you go.
5 and dime.
Oh, there 5 dime bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me put 5 on it, baby.
Yeah.
What does dropping a dime mean? Is that a...
you call squeal to the cops. You drop a dime on them.
I thought it was when you pay $10,000 to somebody. I dropped a dime on that. Is that what it
really?
is?
I always thought it was calling put a dime in.
We need to. Where's Al Jackson when we need him?
I know that a king grand is $10,000.
Yeah.
Anybody aware of that?
It's from a
didn't
song.
we learn that somewhere?
Yes, from a song. It's from a Chuck Leavell.
Oh.
The great pianist for the Stones and the Allman Brothers.
So Chuck Leavell said a king grand's $10,000.
He was in a band called Sea Level. Great song.
You think that That's Your Secret is a great song.
It's a great song.
You think that's stuck, huh? Because Chuck Leavell did it.
No, I just remember the song. I've never had occasion to use the term king grand.
Do you think anybody uses it today?
Isn't 9,000? They put a hold on it. 9,900, or you have to report it.
You have to report it after 10. Yeah.
99.99.
So they said.
Remember this little clavinet in there?
No.
You never heard this tune?
Sounds like bad Billy Preston.
It sounds like great Billy Preston.
Hey,
Play
don't
That's Your Secret.
be nice. If this song didn't exist, what would aspiring cocaine dealers listen to, chick? You got to be kind.
Great guitar.
Can you loan me two till Lou comes through?
Can you loan me two till Lou comes through?
Don't repeat all the words. We can hear them.
You can hear him? I can't.
Is that your secret there? That's a song. You're not going to play it.
I wait for the cool part.
It's just too much.
I got a feeling it's going to be a long way.
It's all about money, Pat.
Oh, yeah. Who's singing?
A white guy who doesn't know that he's a white guy?
King Grand.
Just ripping off some blues singer.
See, there you go. King Grand, 10,000. That's a great song. Terrific. J-Mo was in that band?
Oh, my gosh, Tom.
The Allman Brothers. Okay, let's move forward here. There's a great documentary, by the way, about Chuck Leavell. He's been a guest on our show.
The Tree Man, yeah, it's a great one.
It's about his love of trees and his tree farm. He's also the Rolling Stones music director.
Here's a good song, I think. I hope. Is it playing?
Are you going to play it into your microphone?
Nothing's playing.
Come back with it?
Okay, we'll come back with whatever it is.
I think they unhooked me.
Okay. Oh,
Wonder why.
And who says prayers don't get answered?
You bastard.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman. Lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you're having a great Friday morning. Thanks so much for being here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Donnie Baker live tonight at Buck's Bar and Grill in Mansfield, Ohio. Then Saturday night, The Strand in Shelbyville, Indiana. Find out more about him at DonnieBaker.com. And also Alli Breen coming up, ALLIBREEN, Sexy Time on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Australia's most powerful tropical cyclone in 8 years has lashed the sparsely populated northwest coast with winds gusting to 180 miles per hour. Cyclone Elsa weakening fast as it moved inland. No injuries immediately reported. Damage still being assessed after Elsa made landfall early Friday between the iron ore export town of Port Hedland and a large cattle ranch to the northeast. Port Hedland Mayor Peter Carter said dozens of people stayed in an evacuation center overnight, but most of the city's 16,000 residents stayed in their homes, which are built to withstand cyclones. Ilsa, a Category 5 cyclone before weakening. They have wind speeds exceeding 125 miles per hour, gusts exceeding 174 miles per hour. A massive sinkhole in the southeast Texas town of DeSeta has been dormant since first appearing in 2008. Residents had learned to live with it after it stopped expanding and spared homes. But earlier this month, DeSeta officials announced it was again expanding, and some storage tanks and a small warehouse located next to it were being swallowed up. Local officials say they're doing their best to monitor new growth and keep residents informed about any possible dangers, but some residents say local and other officials should do more to update the public. A geologist working with DeSeta says residents shouldn't panic, but be aware of any new developments. And that's a look at things you may have missed, including sinkholes. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You have a tribute to the Escobar hippos?
Yes, it was a costly notion. Shipping hippos across the ocean. They flew us on a plane. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Though we weighed many tons, Escobar had money and guns. From trafficking, King Cocaine. Let me try that again. I've been drinking some.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1912. The place, Hocker on Rhine, Germany. After several complaints about unsanitary conditions from competitors in a sledding event, it was determined that some of the participants were unaware of the precise nature of a particular event. Once the officials removed all the phlegm balls from the course and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie, the competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history. Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
A thought
from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
Essential Mornings Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom.
Like Josh and her Luddite.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick McGee.
There's Jessica Alsman at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
I was playing my game on my phone. You interrupted me while I was playing my game on my phone. That was kind of rude.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll get over it.
Can we hold the show until he gets done with us again?
It's fine. I'm taking a break now.
All right.
Do your thing.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tom.
Doing Wordle this week?
I did Wordle. I didn't get it on Wednesday.
Okay.
Everyone listening, you have no idea how Wordle has ruined all of our
I
lives.
can't wait till they run out of words. They got to be coming up.
Every day.
Then, what are they going to change it to 6 letters and then start over?
They just stand around and lie to each other.
I got it on Wednesday, but I want to use that in a sentence because I have no idea what it was.
I got it in 2. And,
what was it?
Getting it in 2
Something
is tough.
borax? Or?
Borax.
Borax is like a chemical. Like they used to have that detergent, 20 Mule Team Borax.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I thought it was Borat, the great movie. But,
no, there's an accent.
Since they're using snafu now as a word instead of an acronym. I'm sorry, enough Wordle talk. You know, what's this?
This is sea level.
Chuck Level.
That's your secret.
There's a great documentary about Chuck out there, by the way. He's been a guest on the show.
This is the decent song, unlike that piece of...
Kingarant is a great song.
12 more minutes.
I want to hear that Yin Yang song that Willie talked about.
Which one?
I think it's called Dime. Looking for a dime, top of the line, cute face, little waist with the big behind.
I was thinking of I.
No,
Are there any hip hop songs about women who have huge asses? Turn that off, please.
Whoops, sorry.
Are there any hip hop songs about girls with big butts? Sure.
No, all of them have. It's all. I've got big butts and I can't.
Yeah, because hip hop started that. There was never fat bottom girls. There was never.
No, that wasn't my question. You're being defensive. I said, are there any hip hop songs about women with skinny butts?
I don't know.
No.
You never hear about those old elbow butts, do you?
You know, ass like a house cat. That rhymes with something. She ain't fat. She got an ass like a house cat. Yeah.
Is that
What do you
tight?
think of that?
That's Tommy Raps over there.
You are freestyle.
What rhymes with tighter, Pat? We'll have to get on
Tighter?
Yeah, okay.
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 That's funny, though. My dad, there was someone on TV, I don't know, maybe a Brazilian woman. And I was like, oh, she's got such a beautiful body. And he's like, oh, her butt is too big. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Do you miss the pancake butt? Where he's like, well, yeah, it's like, that's just more attractive. And I'm like, oh, no, you got to have a little.
Junk
Better
in
for
the
your
trunk.
back, right?
Pardon me?
Little junk in the trunk.
Something to hold on to, you know?
What's the one called? Badonka face? What is it?
Badonka donk?
Badonka donk. What's the word? I'm sorry.
Badonka donk.
Badonka donk.
Oh, badonka donk. Oh, sorry.
Badonka face.
Al gave you onion that one time.
Uh-huh.
Remember? Do you remember what that meant? She's got an onion.
Is that because her buns make you tear up?
That's exactly
Is
right.
that what it was? Okay, so I remember that. Okay, very good. Speaking of buns, our friends at Omaha Steaks
Buns, hon.
have a contest out there right now. Go to omahasteaks.com/tattoo because they are going to actually award somebody burgers for life.
Up to 25 years.
Okay, it's
Good for me.
But if you part of the deal is you've got to get a.
That'll more than cover it.
I'll take that.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah.
That covers the spread.
Hell,
I'm pretty sure.
I'll do 15 years.
You give me 10, I'm good.
Wait a minute, maybe 8 years. Come on.
Yeah.
Line them up.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe one on each butt cheek for 3 years.
Why not?
It involves getting a tattoo on your buns.
Yeah.
And you can't just get a tattoo in your butt and walk over to Omaha Steaks. Go, hey, give me the food.
No,
it's a contest. They're going to pick one winner. omahasteaks.com/tattoo.
And then their own tattoo artist, Steve Butcher, will do the actual. Butcher, get it? The Butcher. Burgers, meat, Butcher.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see.
You'd give an English degree from Columbia. You can put that one together,
If
right?
I was a tattoo artist and my last name was Butcher, I'd change my last name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy, you really butchered that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you go with?
Mangle.
Donnie.
Well, Donnie is your tattoo
Donnie Exquisite.
Yeah, you don't want like Donnie Whoops. You don't want that guy.
No.
And Exquisite would be spelled XKW.
Oh, like a rapper.
XKIW. Yeah.
We got it. Okay, coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Alli Breen.
Speaking
but
of sex.
Oh, you got something?
Researchers in Japan report a link between low sex drive and early death in men. Scientists at Yamagata University analyzed data on nearly 21,000 people over the age of 40.
Yamagata said the monkey to the chimp. Yamagata.
Who took part in an annual health checkup and found all causes of death were significantly higher among men who lacked sexual interest, even after accounting for other factors like smoking, pre-existing health conditions, marital status, frequency of laughter, and psychological distress.
If you don't care about stress, there's nothing more or sex, there's nothing more to live for.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
You're done.
Get busy.
Although the women in the study were more than twice as likely to report low sex drive than men, researchers didn't find any link between their low libido and mortality.
Not sure what to make of that. So what you're saying is,
I thought an empty prostate was a healthy prostate, and that would make you a healthy person, right? So maybe that has something to do with it.
You've been getting fed that line a lot, huh?
I'd live a lot longer.
There are people
Yes, I have. It's for my health,
they
honey.
think blue balls is a real thing, and it actually does cause pain if you do.
I thought it was. It's not.
No. It's a scam.
No.
It is?
No.
Yes.
Buddy, it's kind of real.
No, it's not. You're a dirty liar.
1,000,000%.
Is this something you guys have been lying to women about all these years?
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm just finding out about it.
Ponzi. Quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
You say Fonzie or Ponzi?
Ponzi. You think it's some kind of a scheme? No.
Hey.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
If so, what they're saying is men who lose interest in sex just lose interest in being alive.
Apparently.
Jeez.
That seems about right.
And women who lose interest in sex love being alive.
Does that explain,
call it the chore.
does that explain why really old guys are always really perverts?
Probably.
Maybe.
Are you speaking from experience
Maybe they've just been around. They've seen it all. So they have to do something weird, like scotch tape on my eyelids. That really gets me off. Stuff like that. I don't know.
It's an odd choice. Do you like them? Do you like them taped open or shut?
I like tackiness of the scotch tape and pulling my eyelashes out.
Well, for some reason we were talking about the. I'm not sure what the word is. The powers of the human body to soak in various things through various body cavities and tissues, and the discussion of the so-called coffee enema, which I believe is quite dangerous and not really a smart idea. But I mean, there are people who do it, and they do the coffee wine thing. Again, I'm not sure.
You mean
that's
the wine enema, not the coffee wine enema.
Oh, sorry.
You wouldn't mix the two.
Well, you gotta. After you do the bottle, don't you? Like at the end of the meal, yeah. Who wants coffee after you've had your wine enema?
The Liberace speedball, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, but what's the coffee enema for? Is it to help clear bowels or to get caffeinated?
I think it's some
both.
It's
caffeine,
tree
stimulant.
Yeah, caffeine
is a bowel ringer. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for. It's just someone was really bored one day and said, "Hey, who's got a hose? I'm going to shove some Maxwell House up my ass." But we have a tribute.
Why don't you go get like colonic?
They're not legal in all states, you know.
Well, including this one.
Okay.
No,
I had one twice.
I'm sure
actually.
it is. Or that I'm getting it on the black market.
You had one?
You had one here in this
Gosh,
state?
I wish it was
not too far from here.
I wish Chick had said that.
Oh. Chick, if you had one?
Let me tell you. Yeah, I had a colonic right here. Yeah, in this state. It was wonderful.
Did your head collapse?
Oh, yeah. You can't.
I thought you guys were having a conversation.
Oh, no. That would be silly, Pat.
I didn't know I walked into a bit.
Here's the bit. Jerk.
You know, here in Paris and everywhere I go today, people are talking about the latest development in personal hygiene.
What is that?
The coffee enema. And for those of us who practice the alternative lifestyle, there's only one brand of coffee enema. It's called La Cage aux Folgers. Bonjour. I am Maurice Chevalier's. La Cage aux Folgers. Because when you're pooped, nothing perks you up like a coffee enema. I'm a gentleman who lives in gay Paris. I like to stay as fresh as I can be. But when I need a little pick-me-up, I don't take my coffee from the coffee cup. Hit it, girls.
La Cage aux Folgers, c'est ooh la la. It's a coffee enema. The finest coffee beyond compare. And it goes in your derriere.
La Cage aux Folgers. When it comes to taste, perhaps your tongue cannot tell the difference, but your can.
La Cage aux Folgers, c'est ooh la la. It's a coffee enema. But you don't need a coffee cup. Just grabs it back and bottoms up. La Cage aux Folgers for the man who likes his coffee in the can. Sacre bleu.
Au revoir.
La Cage aux Folgers. I don't know who that guy is. He's got a weird accent. Coming up, it's going to be Sexy Time with Alli Breen. Always look forward to talking to Alli. And we did a couple episodes of it without her this week. And I'm not sure we did very well, so we'll certainly look forward to talking to her. Right now, I want to talk about getting a great night's sleep, which I did last night because I was back in my own real bed, finally. The Sleep Number bed. My Sleep Number setting is a crisp 85. That's pretty firm, but Chick McGee, you go with a setting of
100, Tom. I like that firm mattress.
That's the max. On Christy Lee?
40.
You like a less firm mattress?
I do.
And the simplicity of the Sleep Number bed is a great idea, perfectly executed, which is either side of the bed is adjustable to its own firmness level. There are a whole bunch of other things that Sleep Number beds have to offer, especially the famous Sleep Number 360 smart bed, which currently is on sale, knocking a full $600 off of that beautiful, beautiful bed. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Once again, the bed is adjustable on either side. Why? Because 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. And even if you're sleeping by yourself, it's pretty hard to gauge when you're in a mattress store if that level of firmness is what you want. It's such an awkward thing to be lying there going, well, I guess I like it. Then you get home and go, why did I get this one? You want something that's adjustable. All right? And that's what the Sleep Number bed, that's where it comes in. And once again, save $600 on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed right now. And special financing is available for a limited time. You'll only find it at the Sleep Number store. Find that by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, this special offer is subject to credit approval, so act now. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming back with Alli Breen and Sexy Time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Hey, looking to get a quick...
This is a wash. It's a face wash. It's called Soothing Licorice, so it's very gentle. It has very sensitive skin. He's told me. So
he does. Now that won't get in his eyes and make his eyes.
Well, I'll make it a point.
Is this where I quietly switch places with you, Brenda, and Pat doesn't know I'm rubbing his face?
I'm sorry, my hands.
Yeah, no, that's not so
Chip,
dripping.
Come touch my face, Chip.
And those aren't my hands.
You're gonna start dripping stuff? Hot candle wax? What are you doing?
Now, is he going to be able to talk during this after you? He's falling asleep. What are you talking
This is really nice. I mean, this is probably one of the best things I've ever done.
We're all going to give you the mark of the mushroom.
Sounds good. Give me the Roman helmet.
His pants. It looks like he's aroused. I think it's just an illusion.
No, it's a genie wing.
I think it's.
No, it's my quads. You got to remember, my quads are so big, everything sits atop the mountain.
That's right. Everything. They're saying big mountain, small flag.
Yeah, just like the moon.
Once again, Pat McAfee, NFL kicker holder. and punter.
Okay. Hot towel. Okay.
Hot towel. Hot towel. Hot towel. Hot towel. Hot oil. Oh, there it is now.
Oh,
Now his
yeah.
face is covered except his nose and his
Yeah, you never forget your
this is
first.
where Oh, no. How does that feel, Pat?
You've not had a facial before?
Well, it depends what kind you're talking.
Oh,
This
I
type-
see. Wait a
not
minute.
in particular.
What do you guys do on the road?
None of your business. What goes on the road stays on the road.
Mm-hmm. You heard of squirting, all right?
Yup, there we go. Check.
Oh, come on.
I'm just saying.
No, Tom hasn't.
Probably not. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't certainly happen.
No, that can't possibly.
Quiet with their hands full. All I know about facials is eventually someone gets out cucumbers. Is that going to happen? Or are we going to have any of that?
They don't do that.
Cucumber. I'm not ready for that yet.
No.
Start with a something smaller.
Smaller, like a carrot.
Yeah, let's work our way up to the cucumber.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do at home.
So where they close their eyes and they
Yeah.
put a cucumber over their eyelids.
Is this your bed here that I'm laying on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a table.
Thank you.
Really good table.
Now, Brenda, I know that you operate a legitimate business. Yes, I feel the need to mention this at this point. But do people ever come to you when you?
Oh, honey,
in
we
the
could write
early
a book.
days? Do people come in thinking they're going to get a happy ending? I'm getting a vigorous nod from Carrie.
Cares, yeah. We seriously could tell you stories. In the early days when we first opened, 7.5 years ago, yes, we had the callers that we would get, I'd like to get a male Brazilian. Okay, when would you like to schedule that? Well, do you hold it or do I hold it? And so my response would be, this is what you do at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Right.
Who knows where the love bug's gonna bug? For future reference,
come on.
For future reference, the proper question is this a full service shop? Right? That's the way we go about it.
That's the way to do it, right?
Full service.
Seriously, that's the code. Full service massage means happy ending.
Well,
You'd have to ask my massage therapist. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sure that it's probably much for the massage therapist. I imagine they get that all the time.
I think I had a massage therapist several years ago that said that there are signals, like there's way guys fold their sheet and stuff when you leave the room and you come back in. Seriously, like.
What, I thought it might be like a
What is it, in an arrow?
I think that's it, Pat.
This where you hit the arm and then rub your hand across the chest. It's not the butt signal, but it's.
I would think they'd also do the famous towel trick, where you walk in.
No, see, they're laying down.
They're laying down.
You can't walk in.
anywhere.
Walking in. With
Hey, I understand I paid for a massage. You missed one body part.
All day and all night.
Well, shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Tonight on Bob and Tom Television's Animal Channel, it's Miracle Pests, the show that examines the unexplained actions and surprising heroics of the smallest and most maligned of animals, pests. We'll take you to Kokomo, Indiana, and we'll meet Roger Mondour and find out how termites ate through his floor, causing him to fall into his basement just before a tornado devastated his home. Next, we'll take you to DeLand, Florida, to tell you the story of Maggie Couder and the mouse who ran up her leg and frightened her so badly she ran out of her house just before it mysteriously exploded. Then we'll go to Segmack, Arkansas, and meet the Cheeseman family. We'll hear their true story. A swarm of Canadian wasps attacked and repelled an armed intruder as the Cheeseman family napped in their home following a baked bean dinner. Finally, we'll meet Harriet Billingsley, who, upon discovering a swarm of pubic lice, rushed to the drugstore to get a bottle of Quell shampoo and, on impulse, purchased what turned out to be $1 million winning lottery ticket. Join host Dick Verman tonight for Miracle Pests. Miracle Pests, only on Bob and Tom Television.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin adjusting his glasses and waving in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's here.
My man.
Oh, thank you very much. You're my man.
Thank you.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chickster.
You're welcome.
We are certainly looking forward to a special edition of the show we call Sexy Time.
Fake.
With Alli Breen.
Fake plant.
It's a fake plant.
I know it.
Can you tell? What gave it away?
The price tag on the bottom of it.
Be real?
There really is a price tag on the bottom of it.
And it's got lights.
No, that's the cord for the lights that I still have had up from Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you're a very sad individual. I don't know why I feel that.
All of a sudden.
But, yeah.
We're speaking with comedian Alli Breen. We call the show Sexy Time. We ask you to send Alli your love troubles. We did a couple episodes without you, Alli. We did a few letters.
Heard.
We failed miserably.
Yeah.
I don't know. You heard about that? Okay, well.
I got some pleas to never let Tom do that again.
I'm sorry. You know how it works. You can reach Alli, ALLIBREEN, on social media platforms of all types. And, Alli, what have you got for us?
Dear Alli, I have a crush on my stepbrother. He's 3 years older and he used to stay at our house every other weekend. Through college, we only saw each other on holidays, and now we are back in the same town, and I kind of want to go for it. Should I, or will everyone be creeped out?
Your current stepbrother or like a past stepbrother? Like the movie Clueless. That was adorable.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Wow.
I think it's current. It seems to be current.
So they don't share any parents, though. I mean, they're just a blended family. Okay.
I wonder if he's into her.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, that's an interesting how did you meet situation.
According to
when
the
you're out with people and they ask.
We had those porno stats. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the number one category was stepmom.
Oh, yeah.
It seems a little bit indelicate and rough.
I mean, I guess you can, but it's just...
You're going to have lots of explaining to do.
It's really awkward when people see you make out, and they're like, isn't that your... Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always like to think this way. Yes. Remember, what people think about you is extremely important.
Indeed.
Okay?
No, it's not.
Don't shortchange yourself.
No.
No matter if you have
Live
to
your
lie,
life only
cheat,
by...
steal.
No, don't listen to Chick.
Live your life as if everyone's examining you and you want to be Mr. Perfect. That's
I mean, I guess, what if you guys would have started dating and then your parents hooked up, so it was the opposite way around? Huh?
Aren't their parents all
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
So then I guess this is okay. Or like, when twin girls marry twin brothers, like twin sisters and twin brothers. It's kind of weird, but
it's a little, I don't know.
That twin thing always, I still, they say, well, I can tell the difference. I don't think so. Okay.
Do you think they got swapped once and nobody knew the difference?
Every single one of those, 100%.
Yeah. And then, mom had to go, well, I think this is the one. And
hey, Willie, you missed your father. There's Tammy and Cammy, and you tell them apart because Tammy is the biter, is what
Adult twins are creepy, too, I think. Kids that are twins are so cute. When they're adults, they creep me out.
I don't think they're creepy as long as they don't dress alike.
Exactly.
And I just saw that yesterday.
Yeah,
adult twins dressed alike?
That's no good.
No. I think when you're twins, the first 18 years of your life is an audition, and then once you turn 18, the parent picks the good one, and the other one has to move to the other side of the world.
Makes sense.
The other one becomes an organ donor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's move on. Alli Breen is our guest. The show is Sexy Time. What else have you got?
Dear Alli, I gave my boyfriend all of my passwords and codes because he's super jealous, and he promised that if he had them, he would never use them. Well, the other day, he brought up stuff that I never told him, so he clearly went through my stuff. I honestly don't cheat, so he's like, well, why does it matter then? But it's still a huge invasion of privacy, right? Or am I overreacting?
You're not overreacting. He's crazy and he's probably cheating. Restraining order. Break up.
Oh, my God.
Next letter.
Maybe this will solve your problem.
What a jerk.
No, you should have gotten out when he said, when you realized he's very, very jealous.
Yeah. When he asked for all your passwords and code, you just said no.
Yeah. Also, it was
do
probably,
you trust me or you don't?
It was probably insensitive that your password was your ex's name, then 10 inches. That probably was a little, I can't imagine you like that.
And take it from a reformed jealous phobe. Those that never work out.
Yeah, I like the idea of fake passwords. You know,
yeah,
like his mom's name 69 Munch.
Oh my goodness.
You mean like
Dolores.
Harriet 69 Munch? Who's Harriet? Oh, that's my mom.
You know what? Please do that. Please do that. Change your password. Like, hey, honey, I wanted to update you on my password. It's now insert one of these funny things. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, next.
Everyone should actually do that since every couple has issues with people trying to get each other's passwords. I feel like, yeah.
I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
Me either.
Oh, really?
No.
They do their thing. You
do
your
yours.
thing.
Exactly.
And then if you meet in the middle, it's beautiful.
It is.
It's like
happily ever
It's
after.
like two circles cut just a little bit.
Like a Venn diagram.
The circle is you, and the circle where they cross, it's both of you.
Here's the other question. Is he trying to offer up his passwords to you? Like, I wonder if she has access to all of his stuff. Not that she's asking for it, but if he's like withholding.
No, he can't. If he asks for everything, there's no way he could be like, you can't have mine. I'm just going to have yours, unless he lives in 1950.
She sounds sane and doesn't really want to get his.
Yeah.
Just move on. What's next?
Dear Allie, my best friend and I used to make out at bars to attract guys.
All right.
And now she's in a serious relationship and she doesn't want to do that anymore. So now her boyfriend is keeping her away from me like I'm the bad influence when it was actually mostly her idea. And I'm really hurt that she's ditching me for him. Should I just let this go, or how do I win my best friend back?
Are they two girls? Was that clear?
I'd imagine, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Does she want her as a lover too, or just as a friend? I mean, why can't they still be friends and not kiss? I don't get this.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like the boyfriend's like, I don't want her around my girlfriend if she's going to make out with her at a bar to attract guys.
Well, I'm sure they have more to their relationship than just making out at bars to attract guys.
Oddly enough, that's all they have. Don't take that away from them. That's all they have.
And on bad days, they get to remember, we still have this.
That's right.
We have this special thing.
Kiss me, you fool.
Get cut off in traffic, who cares? I have a special connection with
I think we're neglecting to point out that the original factor of this is weird.
Why is it weird?
If I see two girls making out at a bar, I don't bug them. I go, they're not interested in me. Let's keep it moving.
Well,
Find
but
some
girls do that, especially younger ones.
Willie, you don't stand there and slow drink your beer. I'm hard right now.
Oh, we've once again solved another problem.
Allie, when's the last time you kissed a girl?
I did it in college. I kissed a girl in college on like a dare. Yeah.
On a dare.
And that was it. It's like guys will dare you to kiss. This is a big college thing, I think. Exactly. Where guys want to see girls make out. I think it's hot.
Dumb guys. Well, we get them to make out, and they'll just kiss us.
And then I can jump in there.
Yeah.
Is that what guys think? I guess that's what guys think.
Christy, no kissing, no.
I've kissed girls.
No lovey, no no
Till I
wedding
get a
ring.
wedding ring.
No hugging, no kissing, no get a wedding ring.
Alli Breen is our guest. The show is Sexy Time. And you can reach Alli, ALLIBREEN, and tell us your love troubles. What do we got, Alli?
Dear Allie, I think my boyfriend picks fights with me because he then likes the makeup sex. He'll focus on something really stupid and he won't let it go until I snap. Then he'll finally apologize and then we have crazy good sex. I'd rather not do the fighting part, but I don't know how to break this pattern. What should I do?
There's also
Have
a
crazy good sex and not fight.
There's a psychological aspect of this called the emergency room effect. And after you go through something like that, then you get on the other side of it and you make up. And some people crave that.
Really?
I wouldn't personally know who was trying to get that out of their personality.
You little freak.
It might be me. I don't know. That's the way I was raised.
Are you the person that picks the fight?
Me?
Yeah.
No, probably. Yeah. I'd like to say not anymore, but
really,
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So wait, do you like the fighting part too? Is that part of it? That's
only because I know the making up part's coming. Yeah, sure.
Gotcha.
So when you were growing up, even your parents would be really mean to you, and then
they'd be mean to each other, and then
they would have makeup and have sex.
Those were the best times. I said, "Why don't you guys get in a fight? Tomorrow's Christmas," and then they could make up on Christmas Day.
Gotcha.
I think Seinfeld on one of the episodes said, "I've been going out with this girl forever. Makeup sex is all we have."
Wow.
That sounds like this is the person who wrote in. It sounds pretty close.
But for her, maybe when he starts to pick a fight, just start undressing.
Yeah.
And just be like, all right, let's just skip to it.
Let's just get right to it.
I think that's feeding the fire. I think that you need to go the other way. If there's this Pavlovian response to a fight elicits makeup sex, you need to start having just really nice, pleasant experiences together and then having great sex after those. So he learns that. He gets conditioned that way.
Or have him see a therapist.
Yeah, this fighting sounds kind of toxic and not healthy.
I find Swiss cake rolls to be helpful. So
Nice.
just find some little Debbie.
What?
For him. Who needs sex when you can just eat? Right?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant give it to the guy.
I didn't
Oh, yeah, give it to
Fighting.
him. So if he's ready to pick a fight,
What are
then
you
he can
doing
just
with
eat.
Swiss cake rolls?
Yeah,
do a lot with them.
Winkies in his mouth.
I thought you were going to invite somebody named Debbie over.
That could help.
Little Debbie. I don't care. Little Debbie, big ass Debbie. I don't care. Let's do it.
Let's get to our next letter. Alli Breen is our guest. What do you got?
Dear Allie, I've acted like a prude in my relationship, and I took forever to have sex with my boyfriend. I think it made my boyfriend respect me more. But actually, in college, I was pretty wild, and now we're going to a college friend's wedding this weekend, and I'm sure a lot of stories will come out. Should I pre-warn him or just let this play out?
Oh, this is an interesting question.
You can let it play out.
I think people get too drunk at weddings and they say things they don't mean, and I think that you can use that to your favor all weekend. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He had 4 Manhattans before we sat down for dinner.
But after the 10th person, he's probably going to be like, "Ooh,
But do
this
people
sounds like
do
these
that?
might be true stories."
Are they going to come up to you at a wedding and go, you were dating so and so? You should have seen her in college. The people.
I don't recognize you with panties on.
I'd like to think they've.
I don't think they do
matured a little bit, and they would.
Last time I saw a receiving line this long, you were the head of the train.
I think that you can regulate the conversations you have. I wouldn't have him go share a cigarette or a cigar with anybody. That's when stick to the dance floor, stick to the dinner table, dance with grandma if you have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You can regulate this.
You know, and you could dance like no one's watching.
What has gotten into you today?
Chick is talking like the
so
sign
dead.
in a 22-22-year-old divorce says.
It's like my self-help book, Conscience.
And what did we do, Willie? We take a breath.
take a breath.
That's right. Take a breath.
What you have to do is watch out for the best man speech. That's, or the maid of honor speech. That's where it may come out. Well, I see Bonnie's here. Well, for now, she'll probably be in the back taking on most of the boys like she did back in the old days of the Fiji house.
I don't think that anybody would do that.
Oh yeah.
She's got 2 hands. Let's do it. Oh.
I told you about the funeral I went to where the guy started talking about the woman in the trunk of the limo. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you say
what?
a woman in the trunk of a limo?
At a funeral?
Yep. It was,
in the trunk of a limo.
Yep, very rough.
Sounds like a hostage situation.
Well,
as opposed to...
it was
You have to.
Was she dead?
No.
What? Honestly, doesn't make it much better, to be honest.
No, I think it would be better if she was dead.
Is kidnapping better? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, right.
It was about what a great party they'd had once.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was real. I'm sorry.
That is a
Alli
hell of a
Breen is our
funeral.
guest. We have time for one more letter. Allibreen. Alli, what do you got?
Dear Allie, I work in a restaurant where everyone hooks up with everyone. It's starting to affect how good the shifts are that people get. I drink and I hang out, but I don't hook up, and now I'm making less money than everybody else. How should I deal with this?
Start hooking up.
You want to be the most popular
Let
person
out.
in your restaurant? Get an Adderall prescription, sell it to the dishwashers. You'll be fine. You will be just fine.
Everybody.
Sex and drugs.
Man.
Gee.
Wow. That's
Wow.
That is interesting.
I think that's normal at a restaurant, though, that everyone does hook up with everyone. I never thought about how it would affect your shifts.
Well, I mean, does the management know who's sleeping with whom? Is that why they're
Yeah, because the management's sleeping with all the hot chicks.
You want a
getting all
brunch?
the good shifts?
You want a brunch shift? Let's do a 3-top all day, baby. Make this happen.
What's a 3-top?
It's a 3-top table, but I was assuming it's a threesome in this show.
Three-way.
It's much funnier when you get to explain it after the joke.
Sorry, I thought a 3-top was
3-top. There's a 4-top. Yeah.
some special. No, I know what a 4-top is. I thought it was like a sex move.
A 3-top is one less. Okay. Why do you have to?
He's being a dick today.
I know.
He hasn't been fun.
No, I thought a 3-top was some sex move.
It's in the joke.
In the joke, it was a threesome.
I see.
3-top.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to educate myself. I don't know these these things. Allie, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Because I know that you're a professional stand-up comedian. Are you working this weekend?
Yeah, I'm in the city. I'm doing a fundraiser on Friday. I'm at the comic strip on Saturday.
Okay, well, Ace Cosby is also a comedian. And I know you're a professional, but as I often say, Tiger Woods even takes golf lessons. So here you go. It's time for your special lesson.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Over the holiday, I watched that movie with Moses.
Oh, yeah.
The Ten Commandments?
Yeah. They had a bonus scene of him in the kitchen with his wife, and she was wearing one of those aprons with the saying on it.
Yeah?
You know what it said?
What?
Hostess with the Moses.
What are you applauding?
The cheesy signs we were talking about, hostess, the restaurant thing, and all connects.
Caught me by surprise.
Yeah, it was
Thank you,
right
Ace.
on topic.
Thank you, Allie. You going to be on TV next week?
I will. I'll be on Kennedy on Thursday.
All right.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you Wednesday, so remind us.
I'll talk to you before that exactly.
Good. Thanks, Allie.
Start kissing
Bye, guys.
and see if the camera zooms in.
Okay. Right now, I'm going to remind you about something that's been a bit of a pivot. Angie's list is now just Angie, A-N-G-I. And it's your home for everything about your home. Angie just gets your home projects done for you, and it gets them done well. That's the important thing.
Just used Angie yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little issue with some toilets, and boy, right there, typed it in, plumbers. It was great.
They've got 220,000 pros in the network at Angie. Once again, ANGI, the new look for Angie. Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure that those jobs do get well done. Angie has simplified finding help for many home projects. In just a few taps on the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project. With hundreds of projects, from small repairs to major remodels, Angie can be helpful for you. It's my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. I know Josh, what's that thing they're doing for him? It's
They're putting a cricket on his chimney.
A cricket on his chimney. Download the free Angie app. And once again, it's ANGI, the Angie app, or visit Angie.com and find out what's going on. ANGI.com. Angie, formerly Angie's List, now it's simply Angie. Now, when we come back, it's simply history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
You ever put your nuts on an anthill?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Me and my buddies used to do that. We do anthill rides. Whoever could stay on the longest, get your nuts out, ride an anthill.
See, these are the advantages to growing up in New York.
Yeah.
That never came up. There's a few activities in the big city. We never got to the point where, you know something, I'm going to just drop my nuts on the anthill for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe
and the
something
great
like
thing
that.
about New York is if you did drop your nuts on an anthill, no one would notice. They're just like, would
Have you seen the crazy guy on the anthill over on 3rd? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow. It's dangerous, though. One year they swelled up to look like a sack of kneecaps.
Kneecaps, you say?
Nice. We play gay chicken. You ever play this?
Gate chicken?
Probably not. Gay chicken.
Oh, gay chicken.
Hold on. Have you ever asked that question and got a yes?
Oh, yeah, gay chicken, yeah.
I was in a gay chicken leg for 6 years.
Chicks played it. I could tell.
Darn right.
I could tell he's got soft hands.
Love the gay chicken.
He's got soft hands.
Why do I think I don't want to know how this works?
want to know.
Oh, no, it's a real chill game. It's, you stand there, you and your buddy stand there, you hold on to each other's penis.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And the
That's right.
first person to let go is gay.
That's right.
I see.
Gay chicken.
So in other words, you guys...
Now, if you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
There's a lot of hand washing in this game.
If you look them in the eyes, you get a
lot of hand
warning.
washing.
Welcome to a new show called I've Never Been That Bored.
boom, it's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Coming up, things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show and a look at history on this April 14th. I believe Abraham Lincoln may have been shot. Oops, spoiler alert. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Two people with knowledge of the situation tells reporters that a group led by Josh Harris and Mitchell Rales and Magic Johnson has an agreement in place to buy the Washington Commanders from longtime owner Daniel Snyder. Harris and Rales are set to pay $6.05 billion for the franchise. It's the most money a professional sports franchise in North America has ever been sold for. Major League Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays keep rolling right along. Record of 13 consecutive wins at a season start, rallying to beat the Red Sox 9-3 behind a 7-run fifth inning that Harold Ramirez began and capped with doubles. Other winners in the American League, Baltimore, Minnesota, and Detroit. National League winners, the Reds, Pittsburgh, and Milwaukee. NHL winners last night of regulation, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Boston, Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton, the Kings, and Vegas. And in overtime, your winners, Columbus, Buffalo, New Jersey, Nashville, Philadelphia, and Vancouver. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Arnold has a big pothole, might cause the whole street to crack. He's got some asphalt and shovels and told us, I'll be back. Good God, he fixed the pothole on Neglected Avenue. He's the Terminator. He fixed the pothole on Neglected Avenue. I'll be back, me see you later.
Arnold!
I love that.
I'm glad we did.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah?
We've got an X-rated movie coming up where I think you're perfect for it. Give me a
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Oh, no! Bono?
Yeah, and I was like, ah!
Why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called.
You mean he heard you doing your Bono and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium. Or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very... And he and I met him, and I'm in the, like the stadium doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth. And it was just him and I and one other person. And he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me. And I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?"
What?
Yeah. I'm like going, oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever. Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody'd ever made love to her sister. But I'm fine. She was just as bad. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
She's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
In the chill zone.
He's chillaxing. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We've learned a lot today. We'll be reviewing many of the things we learned in a matter of moments, but right now it's time to learn a little bit more with...
Today in history.
Big day.
April 14.
A lot of good stuff.
Okay.
1828, Noah Webster's American Dictionary of the English Language was published. It was not a big seller because no one knew what a dictionary was because they didn't have one yet to look it up.
Right.
So it was the size of a pamphlet, but ironically, the word pamphlet wasn't even in it. 1841, do you know this one, Chick?
Yep.
Edgar Allan Poe published Murder in the Rue Morgue.
Right.
Do you know what it's considered to be?
The greatest, first mystery ever.
The first detective story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of cool. It was on this date in 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth, famously at Ford's Theater.
By Fidel Castro.
And it was, unfortunately, it happened during the play, so it was before the audience got to stand up and sing Dancing Queen with the cast. Would have been a lot more fun. Boy, if you think today's celebrity actors meddle in politics, wow.
Well,
this guy, an actor. How about this one? 1894, Thomas Edison's first public kinescope parlor opened in New York City.
Oddly, adult cinema.
Moving pictures. There's a famous photograph of a bunch of guys in trench coats. Let's see. How about this one? William Howard Taft became the first president to throw out the first pitch on this date in 1910.
Wow.
That's cool.
Did he make it to the base?
He just threw out. They had to. That's the problem. You know the story?
No.
They couldn't get him out of the bathtub, so they had to tow the whole bathtub up to the mound. And then he didn't get the pitch off. The pitch clock went off, so he had to leave office. It's a heavy penalty. 1912.
Yeah.
A night to remember.
Magna Carta.
Titanic sinks off Newfoundland at 11:40 p.m. Just before the midnight buffet was going to get laid out.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Crab legs wasted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oddly enough, it was considered the midnight buffet for the lobsters that were in the ocean. Yeah, they ate like kings that night.
This is a really cool one. I bet you know this one, Chick. Laika, Laika.
The original name of Nike, yes.
No, the famous Soviet launch, Sputnik 2, with a dog on board.
Oh.
Likey was the dog's name?
Well, there's not a lot of it.
Likey didn't make it back, did he?
Yes, but not alive.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a monument.
Well, Laika died right when she landed, too, I think.
They think that she died on the third or fourth orbit. I forget which it was.
That's rough.
But I was one of the first successful to a degree launches into space.
To a degree.
But there's a big famous statue now of really in
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
How about this one?
It's like she has one of those barrels around her neck that says XXX on it. It's got vodka in there.
On this date in 2000, Metallica filed a famous lawsuit against
Napster.
Yeah. And let's do some birthdays, shall we?
Sure.
In 1932, the great Loretta Lynn. In 1941, the great Pete Rose. Let's see now. The late Richard Jeni, born on this date in 1957. Great comedian. If you ever get a chance to see any of his old specials, they're terrific. And he was in the movie The Mask. Also on this date, Brad Garrett, good friend of the show, great actor, great comedian. He has a comedy club in Las Vegas, and he's in lots of great movies and TV shows.
Most well-known for the Jimmy John's commercials.
Probably, probably now.
Yeah, and perhaps also for Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
He's his very tall brother, and he's great in that. And that pretty much covers it. Yeah, that's enough for today.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show. Tom has moved his official parking spot in the parking lot. He is now officially taken over a handicap slot. That's where he parks now.
It's closer to the ramp, and I've been bringing coffee in for you guys, so
I do not like coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
There you go.
I appreciate your coffee, Mr. Griswold, sir.
Delicious, Tom. Delicious. You can pound that coffee up your ass. How about that?
we already talked about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tom,
why did you stop taking the coffee enemas? Too hot?
No, it was too sweet. Too sweet.
Twice.
I try to fall asleep, but my ass would be up all night. Tom used the word reefer trying to be hip this morning. It sounded very odd.
That's hip to be square. Don't worry about it.
A lot of Tom made a lot of noise in his new home on his way to work this morning, including tripping over a bench and setting the alarm off.
It was my first night in the house.
He was trying to be
It was
quiet,
more or less
by
like
the way.
camping. The shower was not hooked up. There was no towels. I didn't have a nightlight. I walked around the corner, tripped, and fell.
Oh, man.
It was premature.
Would you like to hear the mortality rates of people our age falling and breaking their hip?
I'm not going to break my hip.
It's like 6 weeks, okay? After you break your hip.
5% chance of staying alive after you break a hip.
And I think that's high.
No, I've got to get a nightlight. That's all there is to it.
I almost sat on my left testicle this morning. That's true.
Yeah, you were really.
I was really arranging stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, that would really hurt.
Just the one?
Yeah, the other. I was evidently
leaning the wrong way.
If you ever look over here and see me doing this,
leaning,
you know what I'm doing.
You're hiking out?
Yeah, I'm arranging. We talked about weird names, especially the name Destiny, and we were notified there are several ladies named Destiny out there.
I got a whole stack of weird names.
Oh.
Here's the guys. Right, I went to school with Stephen. He was named after his father, their mailman.
Stephen. That's not even a
That
weird
is a weird name. Yeah.
Well, see, it wasn't the father, it was the father. Okay, that's very funny. Thank you, sir.
When Tom does have another baby, we've all insisted on him naming it Richard Mango Griswold.
Boy or girl?
Tom ordered 8 coffee drinks on the Starbucks app, but went to the wrong Starbucks to pick up the order.
Yep.
Oh, no.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen.
No, I went to the right one. I just ordered them at the wrong one. My fault either way. Yeah, that was very, very
Say
bad.
goodnight, Gracie.
Thank you very much, Gracie. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.